Hello, everyone. Hello,
Hello.
hello. Ah, it's good to be back. Unfortunately, I have an announcement to make. This is the final session of this month. Sorry, no more sessions in this month after this one.
No! Whatever will we do?
First session of the month. So,
Yeah, very unlucky.
It's just funny how it worked out that way, that the last stream of the month ended up on the last day of the month.
Yeah. You fool, Scott, is the 1st of February here. Oh, I guess no more streams on February either. Oh.
Oh!
Oh no.
Oh no.
you monster! I have to wait a fucking month for the next episode.
You just
Come on.
destroyed all of February for me.
Where?
Ah, it's good to be back. Are we ready to roll?
Let us roll.
Yes, we must.
Sorry, I haven't figured out how to talk quite yet.
It's Monday. Gotta hype things up. Buy it is for the scoops.
I'm activating the things. Oh, as a little informational update. If y'all remember the random status effect that I made for the redeems, I've removed that from Twitch now because I didn't like it after the second time we used it. Just so everyone knows now.
All right.
Yeah. Just as a FYI.
Thank you for letting us know.
Ah, random trap is already placed before we even begin. That's good. That's pretty good. What is this?
Why?
What?
What do you guys do to the menu?
What?
I have no idea what you're talking
What?
about.
What?
We are nice. We did nothing wrong.
You've done absolutely
never-
nothing wrong, Scott.
It's never been like this.
What do you mean? I've
Always been like that.
Yeah.
Oh, one moment,
Always
I'll be
has
right
been.
Oh, so I drew that little face there, huh? Hold on.
It's not my color.
I drew this face. Thank you for the gift sub. I'm going to stretch my arms. I cannot stand and stretch for now. Oh, there's already a clip. We haven't even started yet.
Yep. Start stream's gonna get clipped. Just saying it.
Oh my god. Hey, Stella, you have a journal entry for this time around?
I do. I do.
I pour a cup of tea. Delight us with the entry.
Regale us.
Okay.
All
That
the
game
gang is
show
down
had
the
too
clock.
much to it. Some parts of it are rather blanks in my mind, even today. Too many questions and possibilities came of it. We now know there's a human somewhere and still in Keita. But honestly, I don't think any among us actually cared. It wasn't really a relief to know. It wasn't as concerning as everything else that was brought up. And when we made ourselves out, everybody kind of went their own way for a little bit, settling into different parts of the living room. Celeste, bless her little fiery heart, had tried her best to console me. I had let myself slip a touch. It seemed to happen so much more often back then. Or does it happen even more now? I had lost my composure, and I knew even then it would likely happen again, despite my own assurances that it would surely not. Celeste had settled eventually for a short nap, and as I hadn't been able to bring myself to open up to her, I had just kept the strong face. Abra and Miles, well, they seemed to be getting along much better together. It is good he had at least someone to confide in, and while I was unaware at the time of it, I did learn they had spoken more in depth of worries of Miles' heritage. So came with those worries were Abra's reassurances that he would still be there, that he believed in the rest of us to be as kind as he. Truly, that lad had such a pure heart sometimes. And there was still more to do. While the others had remained quiet, we still had more to explore on this floor. And I remember, as I got up from the couch, how my legs would wobble. I didn't want to deal with more revelations today. Unfortunately, had a terrible feeling that more would still come. Whether it would be today or the day after, it seemed inevitable. I could still deny what I was told, at least for now, after all. It couldn't have been me. Right, dear journal.
Wonderfully done.
Beautiful.
Also, just for people to know in chat, my players do not hear notifications of any subs or bits, so as to not distract them from role playing. I hear
Right.
them though, you hear them, but the players will be completely focused.
Let Scott's ears ring.
Yeah, let my ears bleed. This is what I like. And a hype train has started.
Okay, I pull your ear.
Ah, my ears.
Scott, that's my job.
Oh my god. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
That was enough time to also allow me to place the trap too. Nice. I like how in Stella's is like, oh, we learned that there was a human. Ah, who gives a Nobody cared.
Nobody cared. In character, nobody gave a shit.
To be fair,
Gee,
there's a lot
thanks,
more
Hoopa.
to unpack.
Nice.
There's a lot more to
info.
unpack from that entire thing.
Exactly. It was such a minor focus, and it was just one of those things that in character, no one seemed to care at all.
It was the situations like, there is so much to unpack from this.
I like to imagine that the human appears like, aha, I bet you didn't expect me, a human, here. And everyone's like, who cares? And it's
There we
like,
go.
but I'm
Put them where
human.
they were in that time.
Oh, we're ready to roll too. I'm gonna put up the Music. The mall music. Alright. After being
Alright.
in the bathroom for a while, why is there a line of yellow there?
Because I was trying to grab my token and I accidentally
Ah, I see.
I let it splurt it all over the bathroom.
No!
No!
No! Okay, we're moving on.
I wanted to
We're
move Celeste into
moving on.
the area that she would be in after downtime.
Alright. No sympathy now. Wait, where's Sam?
I think Celeste is sitting on him.
Right here.
No, the other Sam.
Oh, wait, am I sitting on him? Oh, sorry.
The other
There's
Sam
no
is
room-
right here.
There's no room on the other couch.
Abra
Hey
jumps
now.
and shouts, "You're still here?"
Where do you guys go? I didn't see anyone come in the door. I was waiting for you to come by here, but I guess you're inside this whole time?
Something like that.
We met with a little rascal.
Oh. Okay. I believe you. I was about to leave, actually.
It would be safer downstairs, assuming just avoid the robot.
Oh, it would be?
It would be. There's quite a few people down there to keep each other company.
Oh, I should go right now then. Thank you very much. I'll meet you downstairs then. First floor?
Yes, do stay safe.
Tappy, 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 tappy. Out.
Cute.
Like a bird.
I love burps.
I need to see how this guy's gonna move. There might be problems along the way because, you know, robots. Ah, okay. Da-da-da. Alright.
Alright, share is good. We aren't escorting them.
Man, screw escort missions, am I right?
Alright. Well,
I believe there is one more room we haven't looked into yet.
yeah, there's an entire wing of this floor that we haven't explored yet.
I mean, right in here.
Yes, there's still one room we haven't opened, Miles.
Well,
I'm
well,
Yeah, you haven't did not access that door yet.
Benadam.
Do you pry with your
Suppose.
do you pry with your bony hands at the door, Abra?
Scratch at the door like a cat.
Yeah, do you use your little hot dog fingers to open it, or?
Hot dog fingers.
Wow, how dare you?
Oh
Try
god.
does not have hot dog fingers, Jesus.
Oh, hey, look, it's another map.
Is this where Kira was sleeping?
You see, you know how people who are like looking for clues and doing like investigative work have like all these lines with pictures and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that, but on the map itself.
Miles, I'm gonna have him roll perception to see what, if anything, what sort of pattern might emerge.
That's a good idea. As a matter of fact, everyone can.
I actually noticed something, and I can see why the perception check is happening.
Everyone can roll perception or intuition.
Give me a sec to
They're
get
both
to my...
the same for me, so it wouldn't matter.
And Sam would have advantage on this too, so if you want to
Oh,
roll
wait, should
again.
I should have rolled intuition. Oh well, nothing. It's no biggie.
I should have also.
My
I forgot
intuition's-
about the +2
Right.
modifier we have.
Successes are, for this particular roll, Miles, Abra, and Sam, actually.
Interesting.
Ooh.
I'm
3
going-
right by the map.
Yeah, I need to open a specific note here. You see a bunch of pictures, like, nailed down to some parts of the map, some notes, some writings, like, interesting factoids over here, etc. This one I'm going to read instead of handing out to you, actually. The map is full of scribbles, notes, connecting threads, lines, and some names on the board. Key locations. can be revealed to you. Now, who do we go with first? Who from the successes wants to go first?
Someone who can read.
Miles.
All right.
Abra can't read.
Well, he's learning.
All right, Miles. You may be given, and this is up to you unless you want to find something different. Also, is Sky talking actually? Or is Sky
His
in
daddy
silence?
was muted.
Oh, I see.
I am talking today, just don't expect much.
Oh, okie dokie. Sorry to hear. Miles, you can be given a location as to where Michael Aaron was, or something that you, or if you have another idea of what you're looking for, you can look at it on the map.
Miles is definitely going to want to know where his father was last seen.
All right. You see a sticky note as well alongside the name Michael Aaron there. And it reads, "This is where the attack towards the head of House Aaron occurred. At least that's what I think."
Out of character, can I look at the map and see where that specific location is?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the map for everyone once we do the 3 selections.
Okay, I'll save my in character remark for then.
Yeah. Afterwards, Sam. Hey, Sam. You may find location on some, of your good. How can I phrase this well? Actually, I'm gonna whisper it to you instead, just to not reveal information.
Just whisper it.
Yeah. This one is important to whisper instead.
Ooh.
Hope this works. Yeah, it does. Or something different if you wish.
Wait, hold on.
Important choices, I am aware. Not like individually, but like all of them. Like together, like in a group, you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
No, not really.
I'll whisper you again. That's why. Does that make sense now?
Hold on.
More whispers. Whispering. Whispering secrets. Ooh. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Do you want me to read out loud what the note says? Actually, you can. I'll give it to you, and then you can read it out loud if you wish.
Yeah, just give it through.
Please send the thing. Wow. Roll 20. I typed the name and everything. There we go. That's what the note says. Do you read it out loud? Or do you keep it to yourself?
Keep it to self.
Okay.
Where is the location of that, though?
I'll show you once we go into the map. That way you don't have to go back and forth all the time.
Okay.
All right. Abra.
Mm-hmm.
There's a location of family of Abras nearby. Maybe it's your family. Do you wish to know the location or something different?
Would he be able to identify where on this map his family is? Like where he lives? Just from this top-down view?
Roll me a survival.
Wow, this is a really convenient map that has all this information on it.
Be a shame if something happened to it.
I wonder who collected all of this very random and abstract information that we all specifically want.
You just got the right amount. You would be able to know where, like, you would be positioned, as in
Well, he
where
just-
your old home is.
He just wants to make sure it's not near any of these other dangerous things.
Yeah, sure, we can do that. All right, for Celeste, let's start with Celeste first. What do you want to know?
I wish I knew what I wanted to fucking know.
Exactly, it's the difference of like you can see something that you're clearly interested in versus you want to find something and you're trying to see if you can find it.
She wants to know where another one of her Pokemon is.
Ah. Do I have a strike through? I do. Nice. Okay, I need strike through. There we go. All right. We have that. Catherine. What do you want to know?
See, is there anything that would particularly stand out to Cat?
Based on the roll, you did not find anything immediately.
Okay.
There's too many papers, too many stacks of information that you have to go through, and it slightly makes you fed up.
In that case, Cat would probably just take a moment to read through like a couple of the papers and just like until she finds any familiar names or anything.
Roll me a d20.
Give me a sec.
Wow, no, you didn't find anything.
Darn. In that case, I'm not even sure what Cat would be trying to find, because
Got it. I'll figure out something for you as well once we go to the map. But you didn't get your.
It doesn't make sense for Cat to know this stuff.
Yeah. How about you, Stella? What do you wish to
I
find?
am gonna whisper.
Yeah,
you.
whisper. More whisper.
More drama. More drama.
I mean, to be fair, Scott, people don't just randomly blurt out aspects of their life in real life.
Oh, I know.
Oh, Giga, if you look at chat, somebody had a good point.
That's why I asked you if I should like whisper you, Sky.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Milo. As far as Cat knows, their parents are home in Hoenn or somewhere else entirely. Dude, she doesn't know. She doesn't have any reason to believe they're in Keisha.
Also, I need to read this. Stella wants to find out where she asked for Miles' opinion. Jesus, bro. That's a good one.
No, Stella points at the map. Hey, look! I know, this map tells us where all the cool errands are, but there's nothing on the map.
Ouch!
Wow.
You're gonna need a burn heal for that one.
Stella, you can you can roll a d20 or your occult. How about that?
Okay.
I know which one you're going to roll. I'm giving you an option of not rolling occults, just in case. Just in case it gets too scary.
Give me the spooky.
What?
Yeet!
Wow.
3 6s and a 1.
That's still 3 6s.
God damn.
You're a demon, Stella. 666.
Nice.
Hold on.
3 6s.
And the 1.
There's a 3 6s for chat to see.
Yeah, but the 1 means you fail, sorry.
No. Sure, I'll plop them on the map somewhere.
Yes! Stuff!
My favorite of stuff!
Thanks, spirits, for guiding my eyeballs, I guess.
Like the SpongeBob
I wish
episode.
that were me.
They look at the map and it's just like the eyeballs just going around the map.
Oh no, it's just some weird random object floating across the map until it lands on what she wants.
Alright, I need to also roll the table for reasons.
Oh, that's fair.
Where's the table? Where's the table? Roll the table. Nothing happens.
Oh, good. just a little shaky of little objects around still, you know, no big deal. They settle in like a second.
We go to the map now. This is map. Welcome to map. Alright, who wants to get their location reveal first?
Do you want to just go in order of reveal?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Alright, so currently... This is what's, you know, on the map, right? With the missions and all. You know that the other... There's 3 more people here that went out, but they said they were going to go to the park here.
Hey Scott, weird question. This is the same map as we saw before, right?
Yes. This is your information map.
It feels more HD for some reason today, but maybe that's just me.
Huh.
Oh man, how come Kira gets an HD map?
Jeez,
No.
Kira.
I don't know, I remember the map being less detailed before.
Alright. I need to open my GM map here as well.
Gum.
My GM map. Alright. Where Michael Heron is. Oh, baby! Are you ready, son?
Alright.
Oh.
Show me the corpse!
Hold on.
Wait, no, you have to, you have to draw a picture of a graveyard and put it right in the middle.
Where was the body discovered?
Where was the body? Who's sus? Hold on. Tombstone. You want a tombstone as a marker?
Just put the silhouette of Zycon there.
Oh no, that will give. That's spoilers.
That's spoilers, probably, considering what we...
I know what I can do, actually. Hold on, let me get the correct asset here.
Yeah, given what we learned from the game show, Yeah.
Ooh, time to open CSP really fast. I forgot to add this in. My bad. Technical difficulties, sorry. Oh, actually, I can use the Diamond of Destiny. How about that?
It works for me.
Yeah. Did I name it Diamond? I did name it Diamond.
Nice.
Very good.
Because we're destined to go there.
Alright. Location of... I'm gonna make it this big, by the way. Alright, are you ready for this location? Oh, where's it gonna be? Where's it gonna be? There.
Oh, snap.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Skedio.
Nice.
Elizabeth is heading right towards it.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, cool. Family reunion.
Hope they're having fun.
And Trevor's gonna see it too. Oh, fuck.
This is gonna get awkward very fast.
You think?
Alright, next was Sam. So...
Yay.
Sorry, based on... This is not planned the location, but... Let's see. Can you ping where the thing is, by the way? The main thing?
Oh, wait, do you mean like the other town?
Yeah, so like where are they originally from? Okay. I just need to like tread a path. 1, 2, 4, 5. 5. Alright, roll 5d4. How fast are these boys going? 14.
Wait, that location is where Sam's from, isn't it?
It is.
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
Oh,
1,
oh
2,
geez.
3.
So I'm guessing like close friends.
Actually, it's quadrant, so
It could be anyone, even a boat.
it
Friends.
is.
Friends.
Wink.
Around
You
here.
already have enough plot ominous things.
F
Whoops.
is for friends
know.
who do stuff together.
Together.
Need more ominous stuff for me.
Okay, so
Totally
let's
not
say
shadowing.
they're on the road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And it's for
Twice.
anyone at any time at all down here in the deep blue sea.
Currently here.
That's not too bad.
All
So they're
right.
going to the left of the bone zone. I mean conservation zone.
Incredible.
Thank you, Sky.
Feel free to
I'm
make
guessing.
feel free to make your own markers, by the way, Yoda, if you want to.
Well, I
Like-
mean, there's tons of fossil Pokemon there.
I'm not sure what to put up.
I'm guessing, judging from the locations that they're heading towards the city.
Yes. I guess they're going down the road, right?
Well, a road.
A road. Oh, hey, they're gonna go here. I'm just kidding.
Very funny, Scott. Very funny.
All right, next is Abra. Abra, ping me where where you live originally.
Well, you told me it was just outside that town.
Yes, but this time I'm letting you like pick the exact location.
Oh. I thought you had that already decided.
It's in Parrot, but like where in Parrot is what I mean. Because they never talked about that. So now's a good time.
We said it would be just outside of it. So,
GM map.
yeah. See, I don't really know what to say since I don't know where the
Parrot
town
Town is located here. Past that river to the south.
Do you ping that again?
This is Parrot Town here. There's no cities like drawn, but that's where it is. Parrot, P-E-R-I-I-T.
Parrot.
Parrot Town.
In that case, it would probably be around here.
Welcome to Petit Parrot, where everyone is happy. We have a nice view of the lake, Lake Parrot. It's not as petite as our Parrot Town.
Not yet. Not to put too much undue burden on you, Scott, but might be a good idea to put a little tiny house icons just to indicate towns.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this map would probably list where all the major towns are, wouldn't it?
It would, but you know. Oh,
To be fair-
I have a list, but the locations are secret.
Yeah, we didn't have towns originally orchestrated when the OG map was created, so they're kind of sort of ad hocing.
Right. Oh, sorry. Would you ping where the outskirts were, Yoda, again?
Oh yeah, just by the trees where the river meets the lake.
Okay, cool. 5. This. That's not. Oh, that's the GM map. I'm an idiot. Hey, I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy, chat. So let's see.
It's 2 eyes, right?
Yes, 2 eyes.
1 R, 2 eyes.
They would dodge. They would try to like not interact with humanity. Yes.
They might observe them, but they would not want to interact.
Yeah. So there. Far from
Okay.
home.
Disconcertingly far from home.
Because if I recall correctly, you went to you're going to the gym event solo, right?
Just him and his siblings.
Ah. Well, I need to
Wait.
put another marker then.
I'm guessing Abra and his siblings snuck out against the wishes of their mother.
Uh-huh.
Cool, you have 2 markers now.
You're a rebel, Abra. Jeez.
Actually, here.
Oh, forget that.
So-
What's gonna happen once Abra's mom finds her?
She's gonna be so
Abra.
mad.
No, she's
There's
gonna
a marker
think we
here, and there's a
kidnapped him.
marker here for you.
Gotcha.
She's gonna think that we
One of those
kidnapped
markers is very close to the tower. I'm gonna laugh if that's the mom.
All right.
So what are we actually seeing? How does Abra seeing this? Is there a note saying like, hey, there were 2 Abras just right here?
There's locations of like a concentration of Abras or Alakazams and Kadabras, basically.
Okay.
That it seems interesting to him.
And that's
I'm
presumably
guess-
this one.
There's that one and this one too.
Okay.
I mean, I'm guessing if chances are, if Abra was a little confused about something, one of us would be able to like read it out loud for him.
All right, Celeste wants to know the location of a Pokeball. Yes.
Yes, we know where she has 3. So, and we know one of them is in the tournament, so that leaves 2 unaccounted for.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta do a GM roll this time.
Ah, yeah. So there are 2 unaccounted for Pokemon that are still missing.
2. Oh wow, that's not helpful at all.
Where is it?
I put the marker already. It's the big one. It's around that area.
Ah, figured as much.
Could be it could be in the middle. It could be in the corners.
Oh, at least we know it's not too far.
It's something, and it's better than nothing, and it's gonna reassure Celeste.
All right. Next was Catherine. You didn't care what you found, right?
Well, she has no feasible reason to be looking for anything specific.
Let me check my GM map real quick, and give you a
boy.
random thing to find instead. And it's a high roll.
Fun.
Oh, that's a fun thing to show you. Sure, why not? All right, let's put another marker there then. It's on.
What is it?
Third.
What is it specifically? Just for.
An important figure approaching, basically. A figure of science.
No names?
No names so far.
Does he have Internet Explorer hair?
No.
It's Professor Bloke.
Professor Bloke.
I mean, Professor Redwood's in town.
Oh, I don't think we ever mentioned that to Kat. Oh, I just remembered something that I didn't do last session.
Oh yeah, Kat doesn't know that the professor's in town.
Yeah, we didn't get to mention that.
And finally, location of Marfa, possibly.
Ooh.
Let's see my GM map here real quick. So, she's not currently on the board. Here's what could have happened. Martha could have been found anywhere, but now I have to put her down on the map. You could have gotten her randomly in the tower even. Let's see where she could be.
Schrodinger's Salandit.
Schrodinger's Salandit. No.
I mean
It's
space
not
powers.
dead. There's a lot of diamonds. I gotta say.
Maybe we should mark some of these.
Yeah, this is starting to get a little
Chaotic.
Yeah.
I'll put some labels down.
Thank you, Yoda.
I can remove them at request.
For reference, Scott, this is supposed to be the tower right here.
Yes.
Didn't we say that the communication tower was up here?
The communication tower? You mean the news tower?
Yeah.
That's here.
It's just very covered by
diamonds. Beautiful diamonds are covering it. It's right there.
So thanks to the power of a Ouija board, we now know where Martha is.
Roughly.
Yeah. But for you, Stella, the note would say something along the lines of workers of the tower are located that way for some reason.
Okay.
Running away from
Perfect.
danger? Question mark? Question mark? Exclamation mark.
Well, that's not a good sign.
Oh, and the note for cats. Oh yeah, the scientist in town. Michael.
What should be
Martha,
the note for
Sam's?
Sam's?
Sam's thing. Just call it Sam's
thing. Sam's Club.
Sam's Club.
You should call it Sam's Club.
Sam's Club. What about? Oh. All right, we're done.
All right.
Oh, I muted myself like an idiot. We can pull it from the map now. Or you can look at it a bit more before pulling it.
As we're looking at the map, hey Stella, can you mind if we use your phone to take a picture of this?
Oh, certainly. Here. Let me just set this up properly.
Yeah. Hang on.
Here's the data reminder.
Some of these seem important.
Quite a few. It'll be good to have the reference.
It definitely will.
I hope Martha doesn't run into that assassin.
You said they were coming from like, this way, roughly?
Oh, I thought it was from the north.
I need to
No.
ask Scott because I don't have it exact.
Yes, I'm going to ping the location where they were approximately. I need to check
Okay,
my
cool.
GM map as well.
Thank you, Scooter.
Alright, they are...
Oh,
If you want to
Stella
mark
just
this
tapped
down.
it with a hoof.
Last known location.
oh, are you doing it?
Yeah, unless you want to.
Go for
Give me a second.
I wrote 5 on it.
it.
5. There's 2 circles.
Wait, no, wrong button. There. Roll 20, please.
There's some art happening here. Nice.
You didn't know this is also part of an art stream.
Let me know when I can like pull up from the map for you guys.
I just realized that actually looks like an eye.
I did see through them.
It's the
It looks like an
assassin.
unknown. It looks like an unknown.
Oh my god, it is. They're making a YouTube thumbnail. Says someone in chat.
Now we need the big red arrow for that.
Not clickbait.
Oh hey, they're in the path of this too. Nice.
I hope the others are going to be alright.
I hope they don't get killed. That'd be a shame. All right.
I thought it was sure nice of Kira to leave all this info for us.
I'll say. In the meantime, Cat is just going to snap up a few photos of the assortment of documents there. Can somebody with hands help me out with this?
Go team hands. Team hands. Team hands.
Sam helps.
Thank you, Sam.
No worries.
Man, I hate not having hands.
Yeah. I like that idea for a thumbnail of like a title for a YouTube video. You would not believe what my players found. Just like a red circle with an arrow pointing at a grave.
So what was this about a scientist?
Just says something about a scientist, but no names, which is curious.
Well, either way, I've located Martha thanks to a little outside help, and I'm sure that'll have Alex quite pleased as I promised him that.
Oh, sweet. Where is she actually?
Stella points on the map where the spirits had directed her.
Oh, hey, that's not far at all.
Not really. I think we could make it with the drill, and that means we could end up bringing Alex along next time we head out, and we have someone to save.
That would be great, but we don't have any fuel at all.
Are we out?
I think we are.
We ran out on the return trip, I think.
I can give you the exact details of how much fuel you have.
Ooh, that would be great.
Fuel 1.
Not quite enough.
It took like 3 fuel just to get to the park right next door.
We really need a more efficient way of travel. I don't think a giant rumbling gas guzzler is quite the answer. It takes more than a damn toy.
Out of character, we just invent solar power.
Quick, strap Catherine to the top of the drill!
That's not how it works!
I need you to synthesize faster, Catherine.
Become one with the drill.
Photosynthesis.
Become Colonel Bogan.
Photosynthesis.
I don't know how to photosynthesize on my own. I'm still getting used to it.
I like the idea of the party actually thinking this.
Anyway, maybe the others might find some fuel on their trips out.
I sure hope so.
The only thing they're gonna find out there.
What?
Going to
What's
be generous this time around and also award you a key item at random.
Oh, thanks.
Because I think I haven't given you any, because this mission was supposed to be different. But it changed, so I have not been giving you the old mission items that I changed last minute. So here you go, here's a random key item. Hey, fuel! Well then, sure.
The game is feeling nice today.
I'm going to add the fuel to the count right now.
Thanks.
Man, it sure sucks that we don't have any fuel. Oh man, look, a gas tank. Wow, we did it. Yay!
Where'd this random tank of gas come from?
Kira was probably gonna burn something.
It was
We-
under the table, so I imagine it was going to be lit on fire sooner or later.
Map says that this was the place where my father was. They say my father was ambushed.
And we had just sent others over there,
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
including Elizabeth.
Well,
If I sent her,
It'll be fine, Miles.
can I request that Stella rule charm for that?
Miles is on the verge of having a panic attack.
Ooh.
Miles responds with a sullen silence. Not reassured.
Oh,
Hey, if he is still alive, then they'll be able to help him. It's good.
I mean, wait, if that means he's alive and not a ghost, doesn't that mean... Oh,
Don't assume the worst case scenario.
honestly, there's still every chance that he could still be alive. We've already had a couple of expectations subverted. We know there's a human.
Exactly.
I still can't get over some of those other statements.
Let's just keep going. Alright.
Miles. He was wrong about the humans. He could be wrong about this too.
Exactly.
Can I? Hold on. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm good.
Out of character, what were you trying to do?
What just happened? What I just moved? What is that?
Huh?
Huh?
Did you move something?
Yeah, hold on.
Are you using your psychic powers already?
Oh, there's a
There
little
it is.
crumb.
Say hello.
Stella, pick up your mess.
Look, it's the eyeball that was on there.
Oh god.
I at least know where another one of my Pokemon could be. I definitely want to find them now after what we found out during that game.
How do I delete that?
Select it and press delete.
Fuck!
It's
Where is it?
multiplying.
No, it's multiplying.
Wait, what happened?
It's the fuel stains.
There we
Oh
go.
fuck! I see.
Okay, we're fine. Sorry.
Clean up
Actually,
after yourself.
Pat's the Hallie. Pat's the Hallie.
Actually, while we're on that topic, Scott, is this nailed down in any way, shape, or form?
I mean, it's a board with a map. You can take the map with you, I guess. But it's like, you basically already have the map on your inventory, technically. You just open the map.
Oh, do we?
That
Okay.
is. Are there any loose sheets of paper?
I mean, you can take the relevant papers as to where the locations are.
Yeah, Cat's going to take the any papers that aren't directly on the map.
Man, it sure would be helpful to have a room to put all this in, huh?
We'll duck down later.
Not unlocked that room yet.
Wait.
Alright, everything here has been completely explored.
I need to quickly check down those papers in my inventory.
Oh my gosh, I have so many markers. I don't know what any of them are anymore.
You have the following markers. 1 injury. You're caffeinated. You...
Alex's interest.
Yeah, Alex's interest on Martha. You have a speed increase because of agility, and you're currently disarmed for the next encounter.
Huh.
Okay, you can't use weapons.
Because a rude sink
that's
sprayed
right,
you in the
Zach.
face.
Yeah.
Aw.
You're encountered by Jess, Damien, Shadow. Hold on. Gonna move Jess back. I saw one of the machines earlier. Oh, he's not enraged anymore, by the way. That passed.
Oh, thank God. I had actually forgotten he was mad.
We saw a machine, like, go... Well, in this direction, but they seem to have retreated already.
That's mildly concerning.
Well, they're patrolling towards the east, so I guess we should be able to go down.
Thank you.
It's safe at the very least. Ooh, nice tweaking.
Actually, while we're here, are you okay, Damien? You look
I'm
upset earlier.
I'm much better. I prayed to the gods and they've responded.
Well, as long as you're okay. I don't like seeing people upset.
It's
Me either.
understandable, child.
Alright.
I'll pray for your forgiveness.
Aww.
That's kind of you.
Damien will remember that.
Damien will remember everything.
Meanwhile, Celeste still worried, like,
When we're done with this, we've got to get that thing off of your neck, Jess.
Yeah. Hopefully Ian or Owen might have some insight as to how to get it off.
I hope so.
Miles is signaling for everyone to stop, just so he can get a peek around the corner.
Yeah, you may peek around the corner without penalty. Hey, it's another vending machine.
I'm just going to move my token here for the sake of seeing.
Now, looks like we just got a vending machine here. Not a whole lot else.
I mean, hey, may as well check out the vending machine.
It's probably trapped.
Don't jinx it, please.
Oh, Catherine, do you want to check?
I'm good. I'm
Stella,
good.
please, Stella, come on, give her a break. Please.
that was in character, by the way.
The stress-dealing noises intensify.
Stella's chuckling.
It's been 3 days and I've already been
laughing
blown
a
up.
little bit too. She looks to Lady Stella and whispers,
Although that is a good idea, since she seems to have a knack for finding them.
It's been out of character. How many days have we been here again?
"Isn't it been like 3 or 4 days?"
It's been 3 days and I've been shot, blown up, stabbed, shot again with a laser.
Put to sleep.
And that was put to sleep. Thank you, sis. All from traps alone. I think I'm good.
There's no
That
such thing.
perception roll was to see if there were any traps in this area.
Oh no, it's completely clean.
All right, Miles is going to go ahead and inspect the vending machine.
Stella's just gonna pass by.
You see 3 bottles of what look like energy drinks and some food rations.
How much are the rations going to cost?
Also, where'd the music go, Scott?
Oh, don't worry about that. 75 poke for the first ration. And it seems that compared to all the other prices, this one has a sort of mechanism to it. The rations, at least. You know those like flippy like numbers that flip around in like
Mm-hmm.
in stocks? Yeah, it has one of those.
I glare at you for turning this into Mario Party Star Costs.
I'm gonna have Miles buy the first ration.
All right, you buy the first ration. Ching! It drops down, and as it drops down, you see the numbers start to shift, and it goes.
I
150 now.
I pay a haunter 50 pokey to steal Miles' ration.
Keep that Russian with you.
So it went from what to 150?
From 75 to 150.
All right. Well, that's one.
Abra is still poor.
How terrible.
How much is left in the vending machine?
3 rations.
3 left in there, so there's 4 at the start. Okay, I'll buy one.
Okay, I need to move this
I can
information.
spend 150 on that to bring me down to 455.
The numbers once again collect. Ding! 300 Poke now for the next one.
Okay, that's kind of a Miles is speaking out loud. All right, this thing is here to jerk us around.
Sounds like extortion.
That sounds like normal cost, I thought. I mean, the sodas were only 200. I figure a little bit of food would cost you like what, 500?
I mean, actually, out of character, what kind of food is it?
Just generic rations such as anything breads,
What?
breads, yeah, like sandwiches, etc.
Saying that makes Stella's concept of money seem really off, which is fitting.
I mean, if these are just ordinary pre-made sandwiches, they go for pretty cheap.
My chat's asking if the bread is green. No, it's fresh bread, chat.
Don't trigger my character again.
Properly preserved bread.
Out of character, I'm hearing like a little buzz coming from your microphone, Scott.
Oh, do you now?
It's like very faint.
I don't.
Roll perception, Miles.
I have not been hearing anything.
You shake it off as there's like maybe it was like an electrical buzzing of sorts.
Oh, that's not coming from Scott's mic. That's coming from the music that's not playing. Got it.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Oh. Actually, yeah, now that you pointed out, I do hear a faint tinging noise. I just thought this was just my tinnitus.
Can't roll perception.
Actually,
sorry.
I hear it too.
I'm sorry.
Actually, no joke, I thought it was my microphone, but I hear it.
These perception rolls. You also think that there's nothing of note.
Again,
Scott,
this entire time I thought it was tinnitus, so it was just like
Scott, I have really good hearing, and I'm surprised it took me that long to realize it wasn't coming from my mic.
Sam, you put your ear to the wall that's like here, and then you hear it.
Wait,
Wait.
Sam and I got the same roll.
No, you got one.
You got one
What?
less.
You got one less, yeah.
Wait, I got 11 and
Well, the
Sam got
11 was to check for traps.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Am I hearing the thing you're currently playing?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll make it louder then.
Someone's playing Hollow Knight.
what's up, Sam?
Something the matter?
I hear singing.
Can I repeat my perception roll now?
4. I mean, after Sam.
I mean,
Go ahead.
After Sam indicated that he could actually hear something.
Well, when Sam indicates it, you all can start hearing it if you want to.
Okay.
Just for clarifying sake, who of us has Luca's core?
I think I do.
Luca, do you know what that noise is?
It's
Probably.
singing.
Go
I hear.
Can we
It's
tell where
heavy.
it's coming from?
Well, there is a door right over here into an apartment.
I didn't even think anyone was here.
My,
We
my.
did run into Sam and Kira and Abra's dad.
Fair point.
My. This song could fit well in my church, I think. Such harmonious voice.
Even I can't lie, it's beautiful.
Oh, should we knock?
I almost hate to interrupt him, but yeah.
I'll accompany this time. Oh, as you... well...
Oh.
yes, be wary.
Oh,
Oh, I just saw them out of the corner of my screen.
Be quiet, everyone.
Yeah, so you may
Miles,
not be able to knock it this time around.
Miles puts his paw on the door handle and turns it.
Alright. You turn the door, and I want you to roll perception, Miles, when you open the door.
Okay. Much better.
Alright, yeah, as you're about to enter, you clearly see the a problem here. Just be careful.
Okay. Do not step too far in. Follow my footsteps and be careful.
not it. I'm guessing Miles points out where it is.
Yes. Miles is absolutely pointing this out.
In that case, Cat is going to try to disarm it.
I'll say that you're able to, like, disarm at least one of them so you can pass, like this.
Yeah. Miles, give me a hand here. Hooves.
Hang on just a second. And there. Got a way through here.
Alright.
Just
Hey, Cat, I want you to roll a d20 for something fun.
Jeez.
Unfortunate. It's fine.
free again.
Nothing happens. Don't worry about it. The fun cannot happen.
Oh, you're evil.
And
I
you
have a
see,
hunch.
you see the Pokemon. It's a Noivern singing.
Cat is actually going to sit down to just listen.
Miles is doing the same thing.
Celeste is in awe. Of course, she recognized the Pokemon
Yeah.
upon walking in the room.
Of course.
Singing softly.
This Pokemon is actually known in the region as Sandra, a singing Noivern. That is, of course, popular in the music industry, or at least in performance. The trainer nowhere to be seen, though. Let me remember what the other trainer's name was. Tabitha is the name of the musician that also that plays music along Sandra singing.
I'm guessing. Would Cat know? Do they perform with like Since they perform with Pokemon, has Cat ever seen them on TV or something like that?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I
Just
imagine even Stella has, since she's the internet gremlin.
You can go away, Nabra. Me and Jess will keep an eye on the hall here.
Are you sure you don't want to come inside? I see some robots in the distance.
Well, if they come by, we'll just run back.
Okay.
Hello?
None of us recognize.
Sorry. We didn't mean to barge in on anything.
That's
Your
okay.
singing was just so beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Have you
Huh?
seen my trainer around? She left one day and, well, a few days ago she said she would be back soon.
How long ago did they leave?
5 days ago? 6 days ago? I'm not sure.
Have you been in here this entire time?
They nod.
Oh. Oh, we. Oh, this is gonna be awkward, isn't it?
Sounds like a similar situation as Seymour and Evie.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Uh,
I'm
Bastard
using-
fan noodle.
Sorry, so
So-
was it?
Hallie, were you saying something?
Yeah, I changed music
No.
and got distracted. Sorry,
No worries. Nothing.
my bad.
See, the thing is, and Kat would go over the events of the last few days.
Is that so? Maybe my trainer's trapped out there and she can't do anything. She might be in danger.
I mean, who is your trainer?
Catherine, can you roll medicine for me?
Medicine. Ooh.
Yeah. A fun roll.
So here's a funny little tidbit about Catherine's education and practical skills.
Oh
They are
no.
very non-existent.
Oh, fair enough. It's okay. I must say, your singing was truly delightful. I don't watch television, but I do recognize great, beautiful talent like yours.
I think I recognize it. I've had a couple of those songs play when I was studying. Are you Sandra by chance?
Yes! Ah, everyone seems to know me. All the humans in... Oh, not the Pokemon, but... A lot of humans do love me. Wait, are you humans too?
Well, we used to
About-
be.
Well, Abra isn't.
Hello.
Why, how marvelous. Oh, since you're humans, can you get something for me from the fridge, please?
Anything in particular?
Some food.
I can try.
Kat is going to point at the nondescript trap part.
Hold on, I want to do something. I don't know if we could get through the fridge, but would you maybe settle for an oranberry just for now?
Anything, please. I'm tired of poke food.
She shuffles through her bag and pulls out one of the oranberries out of her bag. Oh, jeez. Celeste knows how to feed a Noivern.
It is
for
scarfed
reasons.
down immediately. That was great. Do you have any
Minecraft
more?
eating noises.
I haven't eaten for a few days already.
Oh, you
few
poor
days?
thing.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I have a few bits of poke food remaining there. I'm saving them just in case.
Oh, you poor thing. You simply must come with us, and we'll be sure to get you properly fed downstairs.
Oh, no, I can't leave.
Why not?
Why not?
She will shake her head.
You're waiting for your trainer, aren't you?
No, I'd love to leave, but I just can't go.
Is there something binding you here?
And then, soon as you say that, you notice a glint around her neck. One of the same colors that even Jess has.
A chain style.
That's the same color around Jess's neck.
Oh,
Who did this to you?
no, this is a necklace. She gifted it to me. It was really pretty. I love it.
Now that's much harder.
Let me take a look-see at that real quick.
Oh, sure, be careful. Don't break it, please.
Can I roll tech education?
Yeah,
to-
you may.
Wow.
It is indeed a color for chain stylers. And it seems to be currently active compared to Jess's one.
So there's no way I can get it off as it is, right?
I'm afraid not.
Yep, same kind, and I can't get it off. It's active too. Luckily, this also does confirm that Jess's one isn't active at all.
That does bring me some relief, but still very annoying that this one's active.
Oh, this should be like this. My bad.
Is that why she can't come down?
It's possible. I don't know anything about how it works, though.
How much about Stylers does Cat know, actually, Scott?
Stylers, usually, originally for Rangers, are meant to get Pokemon to assist Rangers in helping other people. But these ones are out of your scope entirely, since they are edited and devilishly manufactured.
So, I'm guessing it's the difference between being compelled to do something versus forced to do something.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
That's the difference.
Well, unless we can get this thing off, she's not leaving this room. Stylers usually have a unit that they come from. And questions, Scott.
Yeah.
Do Stylers have a range?
Normally Ranger Stylers, yes, but these ones you have no idea. I whisper something to a player.
If those things are based on Stylers, but they're modified, they might have a base unit that they come from. But that doesn't make sense given Jess.
Does it look like that collar is active right now? It is, right?
Sandra's is, yeah.
If it's active, the controller is nearby.
And it's got to be somewhere on this floor.
Oh, important detail of note, by the way, this thing here is supposed to be a wall, not a door. Very important.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of screwed up there.
Is this like a bowl of food or something here?
Yes, there's nothing left except for the few scraps on the floor.
Oh my goodness.
Abra, Catherine, behind you, you notice that this table here, this area is actually full of scratches that you can tell are there. Let me draw them for you. They're like scratches like this on the table.
Knife or claw?
Like reaching out to something almost.
What else is on the table, actually?
Well, piece of bread is here. A nice piece of bread.
Not moldy, right?
Not moldy. It's nice and fresh.
Oh, I can see what it's doing. That's cruel.
Were you trying to get this, Sandra?
Can I have it, please? I'm not allowed to touch it, but I just can't reach.
You really can't walk even this far, huh?
I dare not to. Not again.
We're not going to make you do it. Abra?
Of course you can have it. Please.
Yes.
I'm going to look around.
Yeah, Kat is going to take this opportunity to try and search for the quote-unquote base model that the chain styler is being used from.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, a little device in the shelf.
Yeah, Stella, as you walk into this store, you see a bunch of discs, a lot of vinyls, music labels, records, awards, trophies. You also see this note that I'm gonna reveal to everyone. Unless you want to read it to yourself first. It's a news article.
I'll read it out loud.
Okie dokie. Please don't put my address Roll20 in players' journals. What? Alright. It's a news article.
This news article is dated just a day before the transformation incident. Sandra and Tabitha win another musical award. The news article makes great mentions of the talent of music. They had won platinum awards and many milestones of sales that can be seen all around the album room. The news mentions how beautifully Tabitha's violin and singing accompanies the Noiva and Sandra's beautiful voice. Everyone is marveled that a Pokemon can have such a beautiful voice. Details below show that Tabitha has an important solo event at Kalos. As you see there, the day of the event is, well, the day of the incident.
So, when the incident happens, this means that Tabitha was in Kalos, by the way. So, they're not in town. Right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
How could anyone do this to someone else?
This is cruel. This is unspoken of.
Something's not right here. I don't think we're getting the. I don't think we're getting the full picture.
I don't know. This kind of seems pretty full picture enough for me.
And I don't like this one bit. How could someone treat a Pokemon this way?
They're an award-winning, prestiged Pokemon. It's not that surprising, just disappointing.
Well, I want to hope that they're misguided.
Right.
You don't know music types the way I do.
How far are you actually able to move, or willing to move?
One moment, I'm missing someone. Okay. I can hear like this. And that's it.
We need to find that base unit immediately.
You see on the floor how she kind of drew like as far as she can go. Which is, I'm gonna put it on the map. Like this.
At the cafe, we used to have performances every now and then. I remember types who would almost dedicate their entire life to it. People who would make their hands bleed trying to get just the right performance.
I mean, I know our dad. He puts so much time and effort into practicing his performances, but he'd never do anything like this.
Never.
So, Miles, the note you found, do you want to share it with everyone? Or do you want to read it to yourself first?
I'm gonna read it to myself first.
All right. Do not read it out loud.
And
all right.
Miles is listening to the whole conversation going on outside, and when it was mentioned that Tabitha had left for Kalos without Sandra, Miles was like throwing up inside of his mouth a bit, and he will remember Sam's statement about you don't know music types like I do.
Ooh.
What bugs me is that why would a performer leave their effectively their performance partner?
Sorry, one moment. I guess I need a direct Stratura. The note you're looking for is note 25. I'm not going to tell you the title because it will spoil what's coming. It's up to you if you want to tell the team what you found.
Catherine, I could hazard a guess.
You don't think.
So, Tabitha played the violin, right? How many of those headlines do you think put Sandra first and Tabitha second?
Actually, Scott, would Kat know if she's seen / heard of their performances?
Oh yeah, of course. Sandra is usually the star, and all the music reports and news outlets.
Normally, Sandra's the focus, so every article I've read about them, big fan by the way, Sandra, highlights Sandra's singing.
I'm glad you enjoy my music so much.
You have a very wonderful voice. It's an honor to meet you.
There's too many people who get swept up in the prestige of the performance rather than the performance itself. It makes me sick, honestly.
What does that mean? Sandra will ask.
It means they care more about people caring about them than they do about what they're actually doing.
Oh, the only person I care about is Tabitha, really. They care much about me.
Actually, can you tell me a bit about the bond between you and Tabitha? I'm curious as a Pokemon trainer myself, obviously.
Oh, well, she didn't like me being in the spotlight all the time. She said that I needed to, you know, refine my music and sing to my heart's content. And of course, she would talk to the humans because I can't talk, of course. And she would try to get all these things done. And, you know, I'm just a Pokemon. I can't do all the things humans do. But she usually says how important I am for the entire career for music.
Has she ever told you how important you are as her partner and companion? Instead of just, you know, a performer?
She says my voice is very important. Well, not all the time, but sometimes. When
Your voice is important, or you are important?
My voice is important. Well, of course, like... There's not many Noiverns that can sing like me. When she found me, she was impressed, and, you know, she's one of those fear things, and then she gave me food and lots of stuff.
Hey, quick question, Scott. Is there any trophy that has only Tabitha's name on it?
It says Sandra and Tabitha. Always Sandra first on the name. Sometimes it's backwards, but only sometimes.
Cat is going to sit down. I think I'm gonna be sick after hearing that.
Celeste is clearly enraged, but also very concerned.
Miles steps through the door, like shoulder checking Abra, and just going over to the chair over here.
Oh, hey.
Miles? What's wrong?
Miles just looks absolutely pissed as he throws the letter down on the table.
All right, do you want me to show it to everyone now?
Yes.
Content warning, insanity.
Oh.
Here we go. Let me edit this note here. Also, out of a character as well, I bit my nail too hard and I'm slightly bleeding from my finger.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Scott.
So
I
dealing with that
as someone
pain.
who bites his fingernails as well, Scott, I sympathize with that as well.
Also,
Big mood.
I'm petting the Noivern because I know Neon would want me to pet the Noivern.
Who wants to read this letter? Miles, you want to read it since you found it?
Sure.
I'm not going to show it on stream because it feels wrong. All right, let me just put some eerie music for you all.
Okay, let me make sure I can get the most pompous, stuck-up, like, I can't see your face, but it's definitely punchable kind of voice.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, you mean like this?
Oh, you mean Stella?
Hey, it's Doki Doki music. It's perfect for this letter.
Oh, I hate you, Scott. I hate you.
Oh, you mean Stella? Stella says casually.
It's me who is the spotlight of the scenery. It's me who makes the crowds cheer and swoon over my melody, not some stupid beast. That beast should be honored to even be in the same stage as I am. Why is everyone talking about that monster, but not me? I guess she is nothing but a gimmick that idiots like to see. Just you wait. I have a performance in Kalos, a solo performance, and once I marvel the whole music world, you will be nothing but a discarded Pokemon sent to the Babingtons to see if they want another pathetic pet like you. Or maybe I can drop you at a daycare and abandon you. Yes, that's the perfect idea. I'm the singer, I am the star, not you. I hope you like that collar, it will never come off. And to think you look so happy to get it as well. Stupid animal. Idiot. Brainless beast. Ha 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 ha.
Please stop reading that.
With some scribbles. Bottoms of the pages are ripped as if the pressure of writing had increased to the point of destruction.
Please never read that again.
I was reading that as a narration. Miles is too pissed to read.
Also,
Yeah, Miles wasn't reading it out loud because that would probably make Sandra cry.
Exactly.
good.
Exactly.
It was just dropped on the table.
this was for fun.
So Abra doesn't know what it said. Cool.
Oh, Chad is asking why would she write it? She wasn't right in the head. That's why.
Catherine is going to go visibly pale, which is actually kind of surprising considering her current state of being.
Celeste is visibly very angry right now.
What do you get from that room? That's where my trainer keeps all her stuff. Does it say where she is? Is she safe?
She's
Hey.
in Kalos.
Hey, hey, Sandra. I have some bad news for you, I'm afraid.
What's up?
Catherine is
afraid
just
that
going to
Something
frantically
has
making
happened to your trainer. I don't think she's going to be coming back anytime soon.
What? Why not? She said she would come back for me.
She went somewhere else and unfortunately got a bit tied up.
How do you know?
There's a letter. You probably won't be able to read it. It's in human writing. It wishes you the best and hopes you can find a place here. Unfortunately, she won't be returning anytime in the future. That's unfortunately just going to be how things are, I'm afraid.
Is that so? But
Yes.
she said she was gonna take me to somewhere nice after she came back.
I'm afraid Sam has the right of it, and plans do change, and odd things do happen in that way. I'm sorry, Sandra.
But she said she would come back for me real soon. She said it with a tone too.
I'm gonna be. I need a minute. And then Kat is going to rush off to the room just to get some
Miss
privacy.
Miss Sandra, Damien will say.
Oh, I should probably do this also. Hold on.
Yeah. Damien will like pat her and say, "Wherever your trainer is now, she's going to be fine. But what's important is that you are fine. Is that understood?"
For you.
Roll with advantage because of how Damien is helping you with this, by the way.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't. You think I'd have more charisma in this one for some reason. I don't know how my stat allocations got this weird.
Hey, hold on. Sky, do you want help with your guile roll?
Go ahead.
Real quick?
Go ahead. You have weirdly high guile. Yes.
Yes, I do,
No,
but
okay.
I'm not having any.
Alright,
Alright.
okay,
We all
Celeste,
just
you must
suck,
add,
apparently.
Hold on,
Celeste, you
in
must
character?
add to the lie, yeah.
Please.
In character, she's angry, so this makes. And since this news was told to us, we are going to help our best to take care of you and make sure you're able to eat, because it seems that's what we need to do, and it's the right thing to do.
Wait,
helping other Pokemon.
You didn't know I was here. How did you know that I was going to be here?
Well, we didn't.
Since no one read that to Abra, he's just as confused as she is.
Sandra just sat in the corner, worried.
You'll be alright, Sandra. We can make sure that you're well taken care of, and you can have other friends here with us. If she does come back, well, we'll be sure to have a talk with her first.
I'll talk about what?
Well, those plans did change after all. And it kind of stinks to have that kind of dropped on you suddenly, doesn't it?
It's true. Roll guile or charm.
Wait, charm was an option? Shit. Hold on.
Oh,
Don't need it.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay! Well, you all seem very nice at least. Just like my fans. How they said that they loved me. She pauses a bit. Oh. That's weird.
What's weird?
I don't know, my trainer never said that she loved me. But my fans did. Oh, it must be strange human things.
Well, we love you, Sandra.
In fact, if I can find them, I think I know a very certain Pokemon of mine who would very much appreciate to meet you.
Really?
Yes.
Someone wants to meet me? Who's that?
If I can find their Pokeball, they would love to meet you.
I know a bunch of people who'd love to meet you.
You keep people in balls too?
No, there are other Pokemon like you, dear Sandra.
One moment, I gotta reposition some machines. All right, we're back. Yeah, I'm bringing them in just because it makes sense. The machines went away.
Oh, thank goodness, Jess and Shadow.
That's a Noivern. She's so pretty too. I didn't show the icon. Actually, I should show the icon to chat.
Yeah, look! I just noticed she has flowers all over her
So,
mouth. Oh, she's so cute.
Out of character as well, this is actually a cameo character.
Aww.
Whose character might this be?
This is Benna's cameo character.
Oh,
really?
Benna! Hey, is Benna here?
I don't
Can someone
know.
go get Benna's attention?
Well, one way or another, we're going to help you overcome that fear of leaving that corner.
It's not fear. I don't. I can't go there.
Can you at least step into this room?
Jess is trying to get your attention, Celeste.
What is it, Jess?
Can we talk alone here?
Sure.
Miles would look up over at Sandra.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he'd try and like offer a pot to just like comfort Sandra a bit, just seeing that she was uncomfortable.
I hope my trainer's okay, no matter where they are. They gave me everything. I love them.
Well, can't vouch for your trainer, but no. We're gonna see if we can do something to improve your situation around here. And if we can't find your trainer, well, I'd say you're among friends.
Yay!
If half of what you've heard here is to be believed.
I'll make sure to sing for all of you, if time allows, of course. I'm also still hungry.
Well, we'll see about getting food up here.
My dear Scarlet, we'll be sure to make you something wonderful. We just need to find a way to get you downstairs soon. And if not, we'll open the fridge, give you what we can, and come back until we can get you free.
I know I'm not allowed, but can I have human food too?
Oh, you most certainly can.
Tabitha never let me have it. It said that, well, she said that Pokemon eat Pokemon food, like, you know, points at the ball on the floor.
I see no reason to degrade you in such a manner.
I want to figure this out right now, though. Sandra, can you come in? Are you able to step into this room?
She's too big to fit through that door. This door she can, though.
Oh, wow. You are pretty big.
I am a massive star, as some of my fans would say.
Well, if I follow this line...
So, before Abra goes into what he's planning to do, Celeste just looks at you, he's like, I was found by some strange, I don't know if they're trainers or not, but they put this thing around my neck and ordered me to do stuff, like find food and, like, lift rubble from the floor, and I couldn't say no.
What did they do to you if you did say no?
You know how Pikachu would electroshock me sometimes?
Yes.
Well, it's that, but to your neck.
That was not very kind.
That is
at all.
Not welcome. I don't know why they would do this to you, but they do not sound like any trainers I would know.
I tried to escape at night, but if I ever moved away from a certain, like, distance, I would get shocked again. It's almost as if, like, I was, like, attached to that, like, machine somehow.
What?
Which machine?
It was like a... I don't know what... It looks like those things you use to talk to humans far away, but it had a big antenna to it as well.
Do you know where this thing is now?
I was about to ask the same thing.
Every Pokemon has their own.
But do you know where it is?
She will shake her head.
But You just know that you had to be nearby it or something would happen, correct?
Exactly, but I'm away from it now, so I guess I'm free from it.
Yeah, considering, unlike Sandra's, yours seems to be disabled and turned off. I still want to get it off you because I don't appreciate people controlling my family.
I know I wasn't able to say this to you before because you didn't understand me, but you're my family too, Celeste. She'll pick you up and hug you.
She hugged back. Each and every one of you Pokemon are my family, and I love you all equally.
Me too, I'm tinier, but I'm good family too.
You guys are all a good family. You, Serenity, Neon, Barry, all of you.
You notice Sandra sort of like peeking and sort of like in a wishful manner, but she peeks back to Miles.
Actually, if you had to be nearby it, Jess, do you think maybe that the one that has Sandra in this state is nearby too?
I don't know. I don't think it would even work. Wait, what if I step into her radius?
Be very careful.
Nothing seems to happen to me.
It must be a different controlling. That doesn't mean we shouldn't look around to see if we can maybe help Sandra, because I hate to see a poor Pokemon going hungry.
As to what Abra's doing currently,
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing?
Well, he has noticed that very peculiar boundary out there. He's imagining the floor plan of this room as if it were some sort of top-down role-playing game.
Nice immersion.
Topical.
Mm-hmm.
So, if that boundary were a circle... Is this door open?
It is. Oh, it's not. What the fuck? Now it's open.
What is this?
You found the chain styler.
Hey, guys?
What's up?
What is it, Abra? Hold on a minute, you guys.
I think I found it.
I'll stay here with you, Sandra. I'll let them do the looks.
You think
Can I
that's
take a look
it?
at this?
Thank you, horsey.
Be careful.
Horsey!
Hold on, that was cute.
So,
Who wants to carry the chain styler?
Miles will pick it up.
Alright, give me one moment. Why can't I grab this? Oh, I see why. Okay. Give me a moment. I need to remember. 4C. Okay, you're carrying it, right? It's in your inventory now. You have Sandra's chain styler. Here we go.
All right.
It's the
I'll
first
mark
time we
this
use
as a
this.
key item.
Congratulations. You have the... That's the range currently of the chain styler.
So...
Keep that away from me.
Abra, it won't
I have
take you-
no intention of using this on anyone, and I'll be dead in a ditch before I do.
Abra, it won't hurt
Hey.
you. You don't have a collar
Well-
on anyway. It won't hurt you either.
I mean, anyone who isn't maybe those assassins.
You can see the radius, right?
Yep, I can see it.
I'm trying to
Can
figure out...
Miles see any sort of buttons on the chain styler?
Of course, but you do not know how to operate it, I'm afraid.
Yeah. So...
Ooh, whoops. I
How would
disappeared
we
it.
figure out how to use it? Would we need a roll to pass it?
Big tech ed roll.
Could we consult a tech specialist to better understand?
Yes, you may.
All right, so Miles is
We
going to
have-
pocket Sandra's chain styler for right now.
Confirmed to be wearing pants.
I
And-
understood that reference.
Miles then motions
wow.
to Sandra. Hey, Sandra,
Yeah?
I think I may have a solution to that shock problem you've had with that collar. But you're going to need to stay really close to me, all right?
Shock? Color? You mean
That
my necklace?
That necklace. I think I may know a way, or at least someone who might be able to help us with that shock problem it's had. But you'll need to stay close to me.
Oh, is it malfunctioning? Or is it broken? Is that what happened?
Can't say I understand everything that's going on with it, but I may know someone who may be able to stop that forever.
Oh, and then it'll be fixed and it'll be nice around my neck.
Eventually we could get something a little nicer than that, if you want.
Nicer than... This is the only human thing I've ever gotten.
No?
I'm sure
We
can
can
find
determine.
something beautiful.
Well, we can figure something else out once we get you downstairs. But if my hunch is correct on what's wrong with that, at the very least, you should be able to step outside this place that you want to. Miles then comes over here and offers up a paw to take Sandra's wing arm.
She takes it, but she looks back also still. There's more prettier necklaces than these?
Eventually. It really comes down to preference.
Miles, let's still answer first, please. Thank you.
Oh, yes, dear. There's tons. I used to have quite a collection of them.
Oh, my trainer has many of those.
We'll find you one to suit you with such a pretty voice.
Right, now, Miles, what are you saying?
Miles was just going to piggyback off of that, but Stella more or less said everything he was going to say. So, all right. Come with me, just like this.
She's visibly shaking, trying to not cross the actual border she drew.
All right, I want you to close your eyes.
But
Slow,
I won't be able to
deep
see.
breaths.
I don't...
What I want you to do, keep your eyes closed. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. And then take that first step outside of the boundary. Just like you wanted to. Let me,
Yeah. Oh, God. No, this is just like when I had to sing before. And I got scared the first time.
Hold on. Miles, if I may. It's okay, Sandra. Don't be worried. We really are trying to help you. And Miles is very trusting. Besides, you want to get more food, do you not?
Yeah, I am hungry.
Miles is just trying to lead you to more food. Just trust us, okay?
She's trying
just
to
like
not step.
Just like I told you about it last time. Close your eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Step forward.
As she's stepping forward, she's keeping her neck near, inside the radius. Because she's already experienced this pain before. Trying not to make her neck go all the way out of it. So that she doesn't get shocked.
You're making progress. Just a little further.
It really hurts. I don't want it to happen again.
It won't
won't.
happen.
I promise.
You'll be safe.
Have faith, child. These people here, they're more than just your regular humans. In my eyes, they can be heroes too. Just like how you inspire others, they've inspired a bunch of other Pokemon and humans to go out of their way to become greater. Larger than life. They are truly capable and dependable. And I don't even need to pray to understand that.
When you're ready.
Okay.
Inhale.
And she's outside.
Exhale.
Ah! Wait. It's fine.
See? You can do it.
It doesn't work anymore.
Oh.
She's gonna hug you and spin you around.
Noivern hugs are quite big.
And Miles just vanishes inside that hug.
Noiverns are pretty good at giving hugs. I would know.
Yeah, point taken.
Thank you so much. Now I can go anywhere I want.
Well,
Can I eat from the fridge?
sure, but
She's
let's be very careful about that thing right there.
Let's see if she steps on the trap by accident.
She's a big girl.
No.
I mean, you already rolled a nat 1. She does not need more bad luck.
It's deactivated, I'll say, this time around. She opens the fridge and eats everything, just like trays are flying off to the sides. Bags are being like unwrapped and thrown on the floor. There were like 5 rations of food inside.
But she deserves it, because she is a queen.
Yeah, it's worth.
Okay, good players, good players. And then she just like sits on the floor happy.
Well,
Thank you so much. I've been wanting to eat for so long.
not a problem.
Wow, out of character. Tabitha is the worst person in the world. Not only did she leave, Sandra here, she also just left like 5 pounds of food behind.
Yeah, she did.
I wish.
The fuck?
The fridge is
Hey,
described as fridge is fully stacked of food. It has everything you need to live for a month.
I'm just gonna say it. I hope Tabitha steps on Pinchurchin, because that is the equivalent of stepping on a Lego in the Pokemon world.
Are you saying she just ate a month's worth of food?
Yes, she did.
Noivers
She's
are
a big girl.
Pokemon. Celeste knows how ravenous Noivern appetites can be.
Oh, thank everyone.
Okay.
Now what do I do?
Well, figure it's probably best that we get you downstairs with everyone else. There's a few people down there who they might know a thing or two about what's going on with your necklace and maybe how to help you out with that.
I'd like that.
Awesome. Want to go meet them? Miles offering his.
I
paw
always love to
through
meet
again.
fans. This time I won't be pulled away from them.
All right. Shall we, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right.
Before they leave, Celeste looks to Damien. Damien, I know it doesn't mean much, but thanks for calling us heroes.
The ones who should be thanked are you. You saved a soul.
Of
Truly
course.
saved one, too.
I could never leave a Pokemon in need behind. It's in my nature to help Pokemon. I mean, that's what I've done for my entire team and any Pokemon I've met on my journey.
So, Miles, is there anything particularly noteworthy about this door right here?
You open the room, you see just washing machines and nothing else. It's an empty room. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's only used is for hiding in case robots come in.
All right. Well, I want to try and get Sandra straight back downstairs, if possible. Don't go too far.
Too far from where?
Now, from me, we're trying to stick together, right?
Oh, I need to stick with you.
Yeah.
It's dangerous on this floor right now. There's a bunch of robots going around crazy.
She's thinking.
Yeah.
Well, I want to move where I want to go, so how about you move with me instead?
Hey!
Where did Miles go?
He
I'm
disappeared
right here.
in the floof. He disappeared in the floof. That's the.
Oh no, you're there, but I don't see you on my map for some reason. Let me reload. You disappeared on my
Weird.
GM screen.
Hey guys, can I just make this joke? What is it with Aura and disappearing in floofy Pokemon in every campaign?
It's targeted on purpose, dear.
Because
Yeah.
last time it was a pile of shaman, but out of character I made him do that because I thought it'd be funny.
Congrats, you're being carried by Sandra now. You can move Sandra for now, by the way.
All right.
You have to move Sandra if you want to move, essentially.
She is
Out of
remote.
character, what's Sandra's overland? In case we get into another fight.
7.
Okay. Cool.
Wow, no one ever carries me.
Aww.
Oh, average.
Carried by your dad.
I'd carry you, but my arms are full now.
Actually, you're right, Stella. Never mind, I'm happy.
No.
I don't mind being carried, but I like walking on my own.
All right.
Shall we go then? Oh, Catherine, what are you doing in the album room?
Catherine is currently just having a mild, panic attack, actually.
Actually, one moment. Excuse me, Damien. Cat, are you ready to go? Catherine.
Question mark?
Look at me. Catherine, to me.
I can't breathe.
Look at me. She puts her little wings on, well, her hooves.
Deep breath. And let it out slow. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, it just really got to me.
Don't worry. It got to me too, and believe me, I'm still very furious, and if I ever see this Tabitha, I'm not gonna be very nice to them.
It just... I don't get it. I used to see her performing all the time, and she never seemed that bad.
Looks can be very deceiving. I'm just furious that she didn't ever see Sandra as a friend and more as just a way to fame and stardom.
I feel really sick, sis.
Just stay by me, Catherine. We actually are able to get Sandra out of the room. We're going to be okay, alright?
Okay,
We got this.
we got this.
Yes. She just gently nudges Catherine the best she can to hug.
Yeah, Dad's gonna return the gesture.
No. Let's go rejoin the team and stick together.
1 second. I'm being a bit petty here, but... Hey, Scott?
Yes.
What exactly are the records in this room?
The records are musical achievements that both Sandra and Tabitha did before, like old CDs of music they've recorded before. Lots of awards.
Like vinyl records.
Yeah.
So, are you doing the same thing Stella did and looking for Tabitha only things?
Basically, yeah.
Ah, I see. Yeah. Stella was also looking around, but there's nothing that is Tabitha only here.
All of it is Sandra. It has Sandra's name on it.
Ugh. Man, I wish I had my etching stuff.
Another day, Catherine. Another day.
If it wasn't for the fact that Sandra doesn't done nothing wrong, well, you can guess, sis.
Oh, I can guess. We're birds of a feather. I know this far too well, Catherine.
Coming from the literal actual bird.
Oh, hush you. Now come on. We best get going. I wouldn't want the others to worry. You're welcome, sis. I'm always here for you. I'm not gonna let anything happen to my sister.
Everything alright over there?
Yes, just fine. Just needed a bit of a sister discussion.
Give me a moment. Skill check. Let's do this. Oh no! Intuition got destroyed. It's fine.
Oh no!
Almost have been different.
What the? Oh.
Nice.
Hi, that's my dad being noisy in the background. It's
nice.
It's not an ROTG stream if my dad's not a little noisy.
What?
I really need to bring the bingo cards back, huh?
You really do.
Huh. My macro is not working. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why isn't my macro working? There we go.
Hit it with a wrench.
It's not what I want to roll though. Ugh. Fine, I'll just... I can recognize a troubled soul when I see one. I hope you're doing alright, Miss Catherine.
And doing better than I was a minute ago. It just bothers me.
Well... Oops. Humans come in all sorts of varieties of people. We can't control what God's creation sets. Although, these people become obstacles for those who want to follow the righteous path.
It's just that I basically grew up listening to some of their performances, and well, I think I've seen her perform with my dad a couple times.
Hmm.
Oh. So. Oh.
I think it's a problem when people see other people as gods, if that makes sense.
I just really looked up to her, you know?
I know. People are flawed. That's why it's at least safer to pray to a god, I guess. They're not flawed. At least I think they are not. But I see people sort of praise other, famous humans as if they were a divine entity on themselves, and it's not true. They're just humans, like the rest of us. And it's important to... When we see someone, we need to think, they're a person just like me as well. And sometimes you may be disappointed on who they really are, because all we see is their work, not who they truly are. If that makes sense. While it's true people put heart into their work, such as music or artistry, some other people, instead of putting in their hearts, they put in their ambition and their desire for more than what they deserve. Don't forget that.
Thank you, Damien.
Well, there's one good positive thing about this. While Tabitha was a complete bitch, thankfully for you, Sandra is exactly who she portrayed herself to be in television. And you'll not hear me curse that often, and don't tell anyone.
We won't, Damien. Just... I was not expecting it to come from you.
Priests don't swear, but I'm sure Arceus can forgive me a few of those.
I think Arceus can forgive you, Damien. I think you have every right to be quite angry.
It's properly placed, so.
Righteous anger, if you will.
After all, there is something called the God's Smite, I suppose. Even gods get angry. In other words, maybe divine god beasts can be as mad as humans are. Maybe maybe nobody is perfect in the world. That's why people like them exist. Carry on. Too much religion talk for one day.
Yes.
The others are probably waiting for us. Let's get a move on.
Let's get a move on.
I stacked the boys. Alright.
Also, just to make a comment,
or it's just called Karma's a bitch.
Yeah. Since you're never gonna enter this room again, and it's all explored, that trap was a freeze trap that would have alerted all the robots on the floor to come immediately to the room, because Tabitha wanted her prized possessions to not be stolen.
One fear.
Well, Tabitha can take a running jump.
she can go step on Peturchin.
No.
If it's any consolation, you'll never be able to see Tabitha ever again, at all.
Good.
No. She can go step on Lego.
She can go step on Lego. I have a Lego Titanic. I can destroy that and make her step on it.
Oh, Scott, you say that, but then we have some event in the future with Sandra, and you roll a nat 1, and you have to bring Tabitha back.
Oh, no.
No,
Scott,
there's no way she can come back. Not even a god can make her come back, no kidding.
She's dead. Please
No,
tell me she's dead.
she's not dead.
We will. It is probably something we
Miles
have
holds his hand up and
yet.
tells everyone to stop.
Oh, more robots, Miles.
I'm just gonna move my
Cool.
icon here so I can see.
You see the robots move upward.
Maybe we should wait for them to move.
Out of character, what's going on with this doorway right here?
Ooh, you may open that door if you wish.
All right, can Sandra fit there?
Sandra cannot fit there, but you can be let down.
Hey, Sandra, I want to check out this doorway. You let me down a bit?
Sure thing.
Thanks.
You still need to stay near her, though, Miles.
I'm way ahead of you on that. Miles opens up the door.
Wait, did you guys find it?
Yeah, we did. Why do you think Sandra's been able to get out of the room?
As you open the door, you see the Team Plasma logo etched on the door as well.
Oh, the last time we saw someone had a logo etched onto their door, we all know what happened.
Friends.
But maybe this is one of, a friend's rooms.
Oh, Abra, you must stop now.
Oh, did you step on a trap, Abra?
Did I? Wow. I stepped right onto it.
Yeah.
Nerwin!
Thank you, Nerwin, for creating this trap for Yoda to step on.
I'm just gonna move here for the sake of reading the trap.
Trap by... Well, I'm going to deactivate the aura now, since...
Yeah,
I'm going to presume that you're going to give the device to Sandra when you step into a room, for convenience sake.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As Miles does that, Cat is going to take a look at it.
You can't decipher anything from it, unfortunately. It's a heavily modified Ranger styler.
No insignias or anything?
Nope. Not that you can find.
Actually, this trap's actually pretty mild compared to some of the shit that Catherine's walked in.
Yeah, you must reduce your CS defense down.
Alright.
Alright, oh no! Cat! I've not resolved the trap yet, but you stepped on another trap.
Okay, Miles, don't move.
My defense just went from 2 to 1.
I moved there so I could see the trap. God damn it!
Just say, Miles, maybe we should scan it out because I just saw the Abra trigger something.
All right.
Oh, I've been putting it on the trap.
The trap loses its defense.
All right, Miles is gonna look around and see if there are any other surprises.
Yeah, give me a moment. Catherine, roll acrobatics just to make sure if you don't touch it or not.
Oh, great. Acrobatics. Well, it's
Or
better
athletics.
than what... Well,
we were in a drought of Catherine not triggering a trap. It was time.
Hold on, let me roll.
Well, considering athletics is my best score, so...
Sure, I'll make you leap behind it as you see like the trap sort of like ignite.
No.
And you step back.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right, has the entirety of the trap been triggered, so it's now disabled, or is it still active?
As you step back, you notice that the trap was, as a matter of fact, activated, but it activated on whatever's in this case.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And a little light above the room starts like gyrating, but no sound though.
Also, Miles rolled perception for trap purposes.
Is that a party light?
Also, there
No,
doesn't
it
seem...
means...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
You first, Scott.
Okay, you don't see any other traps in the room. You only see that there's a bunch of prototype machines and tools and components to make plasma weapons.
Also, Scott, I see it.
Stop moving!
I'm sorry.
Just give me a bit. I need to talk. Still. And Miles was talking too. You see that little light gyrating on the top.
Oh, I see it too.
The hell is this?
God damn it. Stick.
Oh man, that's... You hear from afar in the bathroom. Hey, Jason, did you step on the thing again? Who are you guys?
What?
Jason! Jason!
Who are you?
Sorry.
Hello, we're fellow plasma squires. See?
We do have the weapons. We hold up our plasma weapons.
Oh, honorary. Does that
Oh, we
count?
are.
Honorary.
Elric said we were, didn't he?
Jason, what the hell's going on? Matt, I have no idea.
Have you guys been in here this entire time?
It's our home.
Sorry.
No, identify yourself. Who are you? You say you're Plasma Squires, huh? No, show me that little badge. Show me that badge.
Honorary plasma squires.
Where's
We're
that
friends with Elric.
badge? Where's that badge? All
Elric
Plasma
has the
Squires
badge.
have badges.
Here, see
Didn't he give
my
us
weapon
badges?
drive?
You stole the weapon drive, obviously. Anyone can have
No,
one.
no, we didn't.
Out of character, didn't Elric give us like badges with these?
Did he?
Did he?
No, I think
no.
it was just the insignia on there. Look, we know Elric and Kay. They're downstairs, helping out with other stuff or out running missions. Look, how long have you guys been up here? Because a lot's happened.
This entire time. But no. You can't just say two names of Elric and also say Kay's name. They're pretty well known in the plasma business, you know what I mean?
Well, I'd be disappointed if that was going to be enough. Look, if you want to come downstairs, there's a lot more that we can answer about this, but this is probably not the best place to do it with all these robots running around the floor, shooting Pokeballs at everything that isn't human.
I'm looking for a song. Give me a moment.
What he says is true. We better fight our way through these robots.
I wonder if this is the right music to use. No. I
Yes.
think you gotta answer some questions here to see if you're really honorary plasma members.
Oh, for
You gotta
fuck's
be
sake.
kidding me.
Celeste kind of gives Abra a look for a moment.
Alright.
What's happening? You're all making a lot of noise.
Ah, Horse has come to participate as well. Are you also an honorary plasma squire?
Is that what Elric said?
Alright, if you know Elric so well, is he a squire or a knight?
Knight.
Definitely a knight.
Night.
Alright.
Easy question, but there's more to go. Say, what's the name of our leader? Our esteemed leader.
Hold on. Hang on, guys. Powwow for a moment. Powwow for a moment. Out of character.
You got this, Celeste. You know what it is, right?
Shut the fuck up, Yoda. Out of character.
Also, Scott, can you turn down the music? Can you turn down the music just a tiny bit?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Guys, was it
Yeah.
on a note? Out of character.
It was Emmett. Was what's his name?
It
What
was
is it?
Emmerich.
Emmerich?
Is that how it's pronounced? Is the thing?
We mentioned it during the game show just a moment ago.
Oh, that's right. It will be fresh in our mind. That's why I was asking out of character because I didn't fucking.
This is
remember.
not a game show. Come on, answer the
It's
question.
not a character.
Emmerich.
Emmerich.
Well,
Master Emmerich.
Of course you know Emmerich. Everyone knows esteemed Master Emmerich. Right, Jason? That's right, Matt. How about a question from me? What does plasma stand for? What's our creed?
Out of character, would any of us actually know this?
You don't know, but you can make it up.
To unite humans and Pokemon.
They're gonna, like, give us distance, social distancing, Mr. Abra, please.
Ah, sorry.
Yeah, we got COVID going on.
No, there's no COVID. There's no COVID in this world.
There's no COVID in the Pokemon world.
Jason, what do you think? I don't know, Matt, what do you think? Is it good enough? I don't know if it's good enough or not.
Also, Kay's favorite species is Weasel.
Everyone knows he's a Buizel nerd. We all know his Buizel nerdiness. So what do you think? They both shake their heads. Not quite the title of the creed, but you get the message across very nicely, I guess. Is good, is good. Matt says is good, is good.
I love these two. They're so good. This is so funny.
So what's our job then? Based on all you see here. I think that's a bit tough, Jason. I'm Jason.
Can Kat take a look at what's on the tables real quick?
You can look, but not like sort of like peek with SpongeBob eyeballs.
I'm trying to remember because I think we kind of know what squires do.
What
No.
kind of tools? What kind of tools do they have?
The tools that they have is to make. Oh, tech ed roll. That's a good idea. Also, poor Stella looks at technology, blanks.
No,
Sorry.
yep, that's definitely metal.
Yep, that's definitely metal.
You know that they're used to make weapons of sorts.
So is there anything on the table specifically that looks like a weapon drive?
Yes.
Is it by any chance partially dismantled in any?
Oh yeah.
I'm guessing you guys work on weapon drives. If I had to take a wild guess, I'm guessing weapon drive repair or building?
Or upgrading, even.
What do you think, man? They approach, looking very serious at all of you. Very serious at all of you. Ah, close enough. Welcome to the family.
Hey.
Sorry if we startled you. We didn't think there was anyone on this floor. Well, anyone else. Everyone who was in.
We like working
Pretty
on weapon drives, and we became Pokemon, so what else is there to do? We gotta get ready in case anything happens.
Speaking of Pokemon, Celeste's just been passively paying attention.
Oh yeah.
That thing we do.
I'm Jason. I'm Matt.
Nice to meet you, Jason and Matt.
It's very nice to meet you.
We are plasma weapon drive technicians.
That's a pretty nice title.
It's a
Oh.
mouthful.
You bet it is.
Or plasma techs, even.
Mm-hmm. Now that's a better name for the title.
It's nice and short and kind of rolls off the tongue.
We're both squires, but we're not gonna become knights probably. We don't go to field missions. We're like the brainiacs.
Nothing wrong with that.
And everyone's got to have their mission control.
Oh, absolutely. I'm looking for Pokemon for these two.
Plus one mine.
Plus one mine. You have to make them
Oh,
a pair.
I have to do it.
They're like brothers.
I have to do it. There's no way I don't add plus one mine on now.
You gotta make them a pair. It's too perfect. Look.
Kat is gonna be more preoccupied with looking at the partially disassembled weapon drive and then comparing it to her own. Just like, these mechanics are fascinating.
Also, just saying, Scott. Yeah, no, Celeste would have gone the right way. These are Hoenn native mons.
Mine and Matt. That should be easy to remember.
Mine and Matt? You know what? Let's do that actually.
Mine and Matt. I like these two. I like them.
I'm Matt, I'm Mine, also known as Jason, but I'm called Mine.
Ah.
Mine and Matt.
Aww.
Mine and Matt.
See, we've been working on a lot of weapon drives here. And oh no, you stepped on the thing. Ah, you stepped on the thing.
We didn't mean it. We couldn't see the traps after all.
What do I mean trap? You stepped on my pedals here. Ah, you kind of broke the boa.
I'm
The
so
what?
sorry.
Oh, the boa? That's familiar. What's it stand for?
I guess you've not been let into the secret technology yet that we're making at Team Plasma, huh? The breath of
Actually, no,
Arceus,
I
it's
have
called.
one.
What do you mean you have one?
I have one too.
Show us the goods. Show us the goods. I want to see. I want to
Well,
see.
actually, I'm hoping to get it repaired. Somebody decided that using daggers for repair was a really good idea.
What the f? What
I
the
know, right?
Action!
An absolute maniac.
They imagine both rodents just going around you, like crawling around you, getting the weapon and just bringing it to the table.
Oh,
They clear the table, like parts fall on the floor, and they start working on it.
Wow, I certainly have no idea what's happening.
Oh, come on, those circuit boards are high grade. Don't break those.
They're not
Also-
high grade. They're pretty trash, actually.
Add a character. Everyone sees it on the other table, right?
I saw it.
You see it?
Yeah.
You see it.
I see it.
Point at it.
I pointed at it earlier.
Oh yeah.
There's some weed hiding on the table.
Oh dear God. Why that one? You found the weed.
Hooray!
Hooray, we can get high.
Let's roll a random any. A twig.
Hey.
Would you
that's
like
how
to
we gotta-
upgrade your twig?
Wait,
That's
what
that's a
symbol
clear
is
star.
that?
That's a
That's
clear
the
star.
star symbol.
It's a clear star, though.
It is a clear star.
Don't treat this as a rarity roll. I'm just doing this to bring up the symbols.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh yeah, you should go ahead.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is-
just.
Yeah, just do a 0 for the rarity roll. So it doesn't
Engineering is stressful, okay? We need the weed.
matter. We don't blame you.
There we go. Clear star. That is legendary.
Legendary. That's a legendary stick. That's better than the one that I used during during the Bailey save.
Would you like to try to upgrade this?
Oh, temp.
I wouldn't
We have
try
some-
it. That's pretty
We have
high.
5 of them. Let's go.
Oh, I didn't realize we had so many. Yeah, sure.
Yeet.
Yeah, you have 5. Roll a 1d20 plus 4.
Yeah, it's really low.
So who wants to roll
I
it?
believe.
How about you roll it? Since you brought up the rarity chart, Cat.
D20 plus 4, correct?
Stick is legendary, yeah, I agree.
The stick is.
Get fucked. Get fucked.
Alright, do you wish to have
Oh,
a weapon
fuck.
or something higher than a weapon since you rolled the perfect 20?
Ooh.
Higher.
It's your call, Giga, since you're doing the rolls right now.
I mean, if we're going with the 20, let's see what this gives us.
Alright, roll
Yeah,
1d2.
One roll.
It's a coin.
Oh yeah,
flip.
D2.
yeah. Oh god, alright. I'm going to reduce the ready to go one more time because of that. Why is there a Pokemon here?
Oh no.
Who is it going to be? Who is it going to be?
Hello, it's your mom.
Hello,
No.
it's your mom.
No.
Oh wait, no, that's the wrong
Oh, fucking
Wrong
whoops.
macro.
Attack for a second.
wrong macro.
Wrong macro. Wrong macro.
Okay, Pokemon, there you go. What?
I'm sorry, what?
What?
I need to bring up the legendary Pokemon chart.
I'm sorry, what?
I can't believe this shit. Hold on a minute.
Excuse me.
Please let it be the sisters.
Excuse
Please let it be the sisters. Please let it be the sisters. It would be so funny if it was the sisters, because I think I know who this is.
Alright, it's mood, swing, or change. Which one is ideals? That's the one.
Oh no.
Alright. I go to the character.
This is why we had you roll, Cat. Oh my fucking god.
I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. I'm concerned.
Suddenly,
You're trying to reteach yourself surf here, Cat.
suddenly
again.
this Pokemon comes into view. Like from beneath the table.
Oh my god, it's you again.
Oh
Wait,
no.
that's a different one.
It looks like the one Pokemon that Sam encountered, but less fat.
But
Wait, is that Fiona?
No, it's not.
It looks like a Fiona.
No, it's not.
It's
How
a Manaphy.
No, it's
the
not.
Scott,
The
how high
dots
of
are
a
off.
how high of a Pokemon edge would we need to get this?
Oh, you need like a 30.
That's not
Oh,
a
did you
Fiona
make
or Manaphy.
Roll your Pokemon and see what happens. Nope.
I'm having a
Too
bad
low.
day. I'm having an off day.
Well, I tried.
That's perfect.
triple
That's
Perfect roll, though.
six.
perfect roll.
That's triple six. I can't ignore a triple six. Roll the Pokemon Ed again, Catherine.
Are we sure about that?
Oh my god. All right.
Dice, go home. You're drunk.
This is not Manatee or Fione, and you recognize that immediately, Catherine. You've read of mystical Pokemon from other regions. The Angels, they're called. And this one is neither Fione or Manaphy. Arathi.
Please, a close-up.
Here's your close-up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a fake mon, chat. It's a fake mon.
Oh my god.
Aww.
They look around.
Oh my god.
2D. How many people are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
No.
7, 8.
Please swap this.
No.
Please swap this.
No.
That'd be so fun.
Please.
1, 2, 3. Catherine and Avra is the yes.
Wait, what?
Oh no.
Oh no! What?
Oh,
what?
no.
This is only for a day, just so you know.
Oh, we
For the
swap
rest of-
colors, don't we?
Yes.
Oh no!
2 Pokemon
no.
will swap personalities. Arathi will always prioritize close connections and friends. If
Aw.
one da 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 da.
I mean, the cat knows.
Actually, I forgot. I need to bring Damien into the picture too. We have to reroll. Only for a reason that is busted in OP.
Wouldn't he be freaking out to see a legendary Pokemon?
He is floored by Arceus.
It's an
the-
Orphe!
I'm guessing Cat would know what the species does, given.
All right, now it's Catherine and Celeste.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Do you want Catherine and Celeste or Catherine and Avra?
It's your Kamiga.
Which is more fitting, given Orphe's
Or if you will
Ability.
prioritize closer connections and friends.
Sister bond.
Sister
They
bond.
would prioritize the sisters.
Yeah, they probably prioritize the sister bond.
So, Giga, you ready
The
to
2
switch
tassels
personality?
on the top of Arafi start to like form and rotate, and then a sparkle happens. And then he disappears.
Oh boy. Oh.
What was that all about?
What was
Oh.
that?
That was oh my god, that was Orphe. Do you know?
That was an Orphe. That was an Orphe.
Who did they influence? Quick! Does anyone else feel different? Oh wait, hang on.
Catherine, are you usually so energetic?
Cat, can you please calm down?
Celeste!
Oh, it's right.
Your auras are
Sisterly
swapped.
bond.
Oh, sweet Wicross, they swapped us. Why can I not stop stuttering?
Is this what it's like to feel confident?
Ow!
Break! Can we take a break? I need a minute.
Yeah, we actually do have to
time
take
for
a
a
break.
break.
Shit,
Yeah,
that
it's
was so
9:30.
good. Let's take a break. Oh my god.
Back in.
Clip!
Poor Catherine.
Poor Catherine, but fucking Celeste. Ouch.
We're back in the days of DTO. We've swapped personalities.
Oh my god, it's Danica and Sarah.
I
all
can't
over
believe
again.
Kat and Celeste enjoyed the weed and then thought they were each other for a moment.
That's what happened.
This is for a whole day, huh?
Yes.
It's for the rest of the.
It's for the rest of the day until the next day.
Okay, we need to wrap this up because Celeste is gonna be so fucking annoyed for the whole day. Imagine if she evolved while she was in this state. I'd be fucking mad.
Oh no, you'd become Fat Chocobo, because not
No.
confident.
Celeste will make Catherine be confident. I swear to God.
So, for those of you who never saw the DTO campaign, y'all are in for a treat. I have to play my old character again from like the first like 20 sessions.
So
give me a sec. I need to mentally prepare myself to this.
So out of character
Understandable.
information, now you understand that there's 6 angels in total. And they all
Okay.
have their different effects. You may know 2 of them, but Sam encountered one of them and now you encountered this one. There's 2 remaining.
And this one wanted to fuck with the sisters today.
Yes. Our RFE decided that it was a fun day to fuck around with people.
I'm guessing
I get to be in the spotlight today. I'm happy.
I'm guessing that the other one that Sam encountered was something like good fortune.
Yeah, and they had like a sort of luck tweak, I think.
Brush, don't encourage that.
I'm guessing they had like their little like antenna thingy was closer to a clover's shaped.
Maybe. Ooh.
Hey, Brush, let's not encourage Scott to bring misfortune to me. I'm having a good day right now.
Oh god! Oh no! That's a great idea!
Okay, Scott, I want you to legitimately roll for it because we did find his room while we were up here.
Roll for what do you want? What do you want?
No.
What do you want?
Roll
What are we
if he
doing?
decides to decide to see if the fuckwad comes up here and bother me.
Oh no. Not Pokemon appearances like that. But you'll have to go back down and Azafran will see you eventually.
Celeste is gonna go.
Hey, Stella, I think I need to hide in your bag again.
Very well. I imagine this must be awkward for you.
This is very awkward. I do not want that fuckwad seeing me like this.
Mm.
Oh, language.
Well, I mean, it's nice to see you having a little bit more positivity for yourself, Catherine.
Oh my god.
That's putting it lightly.
Oh, by the way, if you do encounter Manaphy, you know exactly what happens.
Oh Jesus.
No.
So let me.
Oh no!
If
Orify
would have by the way, if Orify would have targeted Damien, and you would have swapped ideologies with the priest man, you know what happens?
What?
That character who swapped with Damien, like let's say Catherine and Damien, right? Catherine, you would have every single ability from his skill tree, including the final ability.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Basically, it gives you an insight to what's to come to for his entire social tree.
Oh damn, that would have been cool.
He would also get insights into like how we think.
Exactly.
Nah, JK, we should have swapped Miles and Stella.
No. Hey, by the way, Scott, can you actually bring
I
Azabran
immediately. I wipe my character and go.
Hey, Scott, can you bring Azabran up here because Brush has an even better idea.
What's it? We might fall in love. Okay. Oh no. Okay. No, I'm not gonna bring Azafran up here. It doesn't make sense story-wise. You will encounter Azafran further on.
Oh, well, what if we go downstairs after this? Because how many more rooms do we have?
Still got this entire eastern wing and then the VIP room.
You actually skipped a room.
We did?
Yep.
Listen,
I think we might have been being chased by robots because like we haven't checked this area out beneath the closet thing.
There is a room where Sandra's room is. There's a room to the left that you completely skipped. I'm gonna hold on.
I think we were going to go back through there once we're done exploring this area.
Oh, understood. Okay. But I'm
This was
trying
like-
to bring up the map here.
Like on our way back to the rest of that area.
Understood. You skipped where's the room again? Yeah, you skipped this room.
Oh my god, Phantom, you're right. We all had to talk to him during dinner.
Oh yeah! That's gonna be amazing.
I would die. Celeste would just immediately die. Like, okay, I'm about to have a lot of fun.
8,000.
Beating up
I don't
Azafran?
want to think about what would happen if Celeste and Azafran swapped personalities.
Oh. Could you play that, Sarah?
I can't do that vocal range. I'm sorry.
Well, then.
What do you mean you don't want to act super confident?
Wait a minute, hang on, I got it.
Hey, look, it's me, Azabran.
You stupid idiot.
Celeste, in reality, you wouldn't have to act much different. You're both very egotistical characters.
Wow!
Yikes.
Wow. Alright, I'll be right back while everyone's taking their break.
Okay.
wholesome idea. Imagine if Trevor and Celeste swapped. It's just embarrassment, like they're just sitting there awkwardly embarrassed. Wow, you are not kidding. You are very strong.
I'll be right back as well.
I'm gonna go get a fucking food. Jesus, Hallie, you're on fire. I'll be right back.
I'm not wrong.
This is chill.
Oh, we vibing.
Vibe check. Sir, your vibes, they great.
Nice.
Actually, an aura swap with Miles and Stella would be very interesting for multiple reasons. One, Miles is a Riolu, and Stella has some odd psychic powers.
More specifically, Miles is a Riolu with issues. Lots of issues.
Well, the aura swap would mostly just make Stella want to clam up.
Nah, the biggest thing is if you swap bodies, you'll just be happy you have hands again, and you can actually
they're
use
not
your phone.
swapping bodies. It's just an aura swap. I think Stella would probably be more clammed up and a lot more reserved than she is now, which is saying something. And Miles would probably be a bit more open and supportive of the people around him without too much worries about himself.
I guess in that case,
Anyone who aura swaps with Sam will be conflicted about most things.
Instant depression.
Depression? Not exactly depression.
Swap auras with Sam's like, that's what it's like to be dead.
What did I come back to? Also, I have chips. What the fuck were you guys saying?
I am back.
Oh, Scott's away when his favorite song's playing. Scott really likes Paper Mario. I actually have to channel Fluttershy. I need a minute.
nice.
So, you basically know how I play Celeste now, don't you, Giga? You know what you have to do.
More or less.
Basically,
Loud and strong.
Pinkie Pie with a spritz of Rainbow Dash, to put it in layman's terms.
Gotcha.
A lot more RD.
Fluttershy is best pony. Yay!
And slowly shift my eyes over towards Rarity.
Rarity is also very good, darlings.
But no, I do agree. I like Fluttershy the most. Actually, I also really, really like Starlight. If I'm allowed to go outside the main six. Starlight.
You like Starlight?
Yeah, Starlight and Trixie would probably be my favorites.
I do like Trixie. Hello, Milo. You cannot have Chip.
Don't hog the chips.
I like
I
Maud.
actually answered your question before even reading it.
Speaking of which, you guys are allowed to ask us questions since we're on break. We almost forgot.
No, Milo. Not you, my cat, Milo. Not you, Milo Martin.
Milo, do you have any questions?
Oh. Meow.
Hey, Sarah, if we get in character questions, do you want to answer with their current states?
Yes, hey guys, you want
course.
to ask the current states of Catherine and Celeste? It'll give us some time to warm up.
Do it. That sounds funny.
I actually would like that because I think me and Giga need some time to warm up.
Some practice.
Nothing bad will ever come
It's
up.
been how many years since DTL when we've played the reverses of our characters?
Well, okay. Pretend I'm playing innocent, not traumatized Danica. Gotcha.
I'm playing the start of campaign, Sarah. Pines family, what was your favorite toys as kids?
Well, I didn't play with toys. I honestly spent more of my time in video games, but I didn't enjoy many of the consoles my parents got for us.
I had a lot of Pokemon figurines or, hand-carved ones. And, toy Pokeballs, because I wanted to practice before I became a trainer, after all. So, consoles too, but Catherine's really good at them. Even if I won a lot of the times.
Well, I was always better with the strategy ones.
I was better with the more aggressive ones.
Oh,
Also-
don't sell yourself short. Your what's that one you played in Poke Fighters?
Pokken Fighters Deluxe.
Yeah, that one. Fuck, I can't remember what their fighting style is like, but
Well, you're really good at Flappy Pidgey.
I think that entire
yeah, but that's
encounter-
child's play.
I think this entire encounter made me forget pain, which is good news.
So, Araya, I didn't kill 22 Buizel. I have saved every Buizel I've caught.
Oh. Well,
Nah, murder.
while this is happening, I'm gonna go to Stella's sheets right now to fix the weapon.
Oh shit. Yeah, you'll be able to tell which one it is immediately.
I thought it was Buena Colada, but it wasn't. Working cut into her ring, goddammit.
Do you
Also-
like Buena Coladas?
I'm gonna do some questions from the Ask the Guildmasters. Question for Catherine. How cool is science?
Science is the best. Why, it explains everything we know and experience in this world with almost verified statuses.
Fra, I hate you. Question for Celeste. Given your current state, how are your feelings toward Azran? Still fucking hate him. He's still a dick.
He's an absolute twat.
Ah!
Damn.
There we go.
I didn't know you felt that way, Catherine. I mean, I know you didn't like him or anything.
Look, I'm sorry, but the way he treats you is, well, he has no respect of mine. Nor is he getting any with how he treats you.
You know-
You are not a thing or trophy to be displayed. Ugh.
Holy shit. Okay, you know what? Another one for Celeste. How do you feel about having to put up with Azafran while you guys are eating? I don't like eating with him at all. I didn't like doing it in school, even though I had to because he would always come and sit at my table. It was... I just don't like him at all. And, Catherine, how does it feel to have an ennobled confidence?
It's great. I see why everyone talks about it now. Oh, holy fuck, this is so much better.
I think Giga's having too much fun, but this is giving us a... We asked the chat to do this because we needed to warm up a bit.
Oh, I am absolutely having fun with this.
Very good idea.
Catherine feels 3 feet tall.
I feel like I could take on my mom's team and win. Maybe
Wow.
not Odysseus, though.
Brush in chat. I finally have self-esteem.
I don't think I have it in me to fight Odysseus. He's nice.
Alright.
I mean, at least my Pokemon will be able to tell that something's wrong. I hope this doesn't last too long.
How does Catherine feel about Trevor?
He gets along well with my sister. I'll give him that much.
Celeste is just hiding.
I mean, he's still really nice and all. I really like how confident he isn't, even if he's a bit of a knucklehead about it.
Oh, you also quite like watching him when he does his push-ups too.
No, I don't.
As it says, you think he's hot.
No, I
Ah,
don't.
there you go.
No.
A continuation from my previous silly question: if you guys swapped hearts, who would want to be and why? You've seen the results. Clearly, these two needed to swap.
Oh, if only Trevor could meet Celeste right now. Unfortunately, Trevor's in a mission, so you won't be able to see Celeste this way.
Thank God.
No, this is actually a good thing for Celeste because she would be embarrassed.
You know what's interesting? After that entire very emotional and deep segment where Catherine was having lots of fear because of what happened, then suddenly
This was irony. This is fucking irony.
Yeah.
I think it was Orphe taking pity.
It makes sense given.
Actually, Giga, how about we hit up some DMs? I think we can have this have some lasting effects.
I like it.
In a good way.
If you want lasting effects, that's completely fine.
For story developments.
Yes. That's why the angels like to play around with people.
Giga, let's DM and strike while the iron is hot.
You have my attention.
Yeah, time for a roll call here to see if everyone's here. Catherine?
No, I have to use the restroom.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Present.
Let's wait a bit more. Hi, chat. I'm here, the GM.
By the way, Scott, you were away, but the Mario RPG song, the Woods song, played while you were away. That one.
Actually, Scott.
Yeah.
It's just our, well, ideologies and views that got swapped, correct?
Yes.
Cool.
Personality and ideology.
Personality and ideology.
Yeah. It's different from heart swapping. Heart swapping is obviously just, literal swap cartoon episode.
So I guess communicate with each other what your ideologies are. Though you probably already know.
Yeah, you probably they're sisters after all. That's why it prioritizes strong connections because, players are connected.
/ they know each other better.
You could have your personality swapped with the plus and the minor in there. That would have been something.
That would have been very awkward.
Sandra was just outside.
DM and strike while the deer is spicy. Thank you, Fra.
Okay, I'm back.
Jason and Matt switch personalities. They're exactly the same.
There's a reason I already shipped them.
Wow.
Bro TP, they're broing it up. They're bros.
Oh, bro TP. Okay, now we do roll call. Catherine.
Present.
Millis. Miles. Hi. Okay, he's in chat.
Hi.
Bruh. AM.
Did you know that Flareon is the only fully evolved Pokemon that cannot learn Solar Beam?
Okay, how do I remove you from the game? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Alright, Satella.
Oh, yes, I'm ready, dear.
Light blue in Spanish.
I'm ready. Plus
Excellent.
Ultra and all that shit.
Yes, the sound of what your crush makes noise. Yes.
All right. As Catherine is full of confidence and Celeste wants to crumble into a piece of paper, Plusle and Minot still are working on your very interesting baton there.
Yeah, the weird pole arm that got stabbed by a bunch of knives.
Well, you look at that. This is a boa prototype as well. Where do you get this one from?
Well, it was one of the things that we ended up finding destroyed and damaged, and I had hoped to get it repaired.
It's repaired.
As you can see.
It's repaired. As a matter of fact, you can now use any type you want for this weapon.
Damn.
Type?
Oh! Do you not know what the boa prototype stands for?
No. I had thought to combine it with my current weapon so I could...
Oh, weapon fusions. We do not know how to do those.
But, okay.
At least not us. Maybe Elric would know. But that's another story.
I'll certainly ask him. If it's fixed, that's wonderful.
Oh.
But what does BOA stand for?
Breath of Arceus, which means that this weapon is meant to use any type that Pokemons can have. So if you want to attack with ghost type energies, you can do that. Fire, you bet it.
Catherine would, well...
Damn it.
She double take. Excuse me, did you say Breath of Arceus?
Yes.
How exactly does it work, if you don't mind me asking?
The technology is very complex to be able to explain it in just a few minutes, but if you want to know how it operates, you just flip the knob, like this.
Fascinating.
Such a...
Does it... By any chance, does it work with, liquids?
They shrug. Why so?
Just saw something strange.
I don't think it can. But you can only use one type at a time. Make sure to set it up beforehand when you attack.
I think I was shot by one of those yesterday.
Yep. This one in particular is a very interesting pole. You slam it onto the ground and the area around you, ignites with whatever energy it has.
Oh. That sounds dangerous. I'll be
You
sure
gotta
to take
slam
good care of it.
Sorry.
That sounds so dangerous. I wonder if my pole could do anything like that.
Also, out of character, thank you for giving the type advantage weapon to the person who has the least ability to understand how to use it. That's even funnier.
You're welcome.
Well, you've got Catherine.
Yes.
And Celeste, they both understand it.
This is perfect.
Well, in that case, Stella, you'd probably need to quickly flip these switches. I'm guessing, if I'm understanding you guys' explanation correctly.
The Minun, will approach you. You have another weapon. She has another weapon? Which one? They circle around you once more, trying to look for the weapon, and they grab it.
Okay.
Actually, several of us have weapons.
That one was one that I found abandoned by the side of the road, near the competition.
What a beauty this one is.
I decided to name it Video Derby, but...
They look at you attentively. Anyone who gives a weapon a name to be remembered by already cherishes their tools. We've highly approved of this. Very much so. Yes? Yes. They start working on it immediately.
You can also see that compliment made Stella blush just a little bit.
Aww.
The Minun grabs a wrench, throws it at Plus, so it grabs it in midair, and they keep working on it.
Wow,
We need fan art of. We need
Be
fan art of
careful
these.
with that.
The
You
cir-
guys must have worked. I'm guessing you guys have worked together for a long time, then.
We've been working for years, many years. Also, this weapon was jammed for some reason. Who did this to it?
Oh, is that why? Is that why it's got the recoil effect?
No, I'm talking about the disarm that happened before.
Oh, somebody had set up a trap and... Well, it got me. And Video Derby.
Why is there so many traps in this tower anyway?
And why do you seem to find them so quickly, sis?
It's me. It's kind of annoying, though. Oh well. If you ask me, in my current state, I could take them all out without even breaking a sweat.
Feeling some part of this is...
With all due respect, Kat, I think I like your limbs attached
Miles.
right where they are before.
You interrupted Stella mid-sentence.
I was muted.
Oh.
I was wondering why no one was responding to me.
Oh.
Oh. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's microphone.
Stella, you may finish your sentence and then we can move on to Mouse.
I
Sorry
don't
about
remember what I was saying.
Sorry about that, Al.
that. The mute curse is real.
I need to find a better headset than this out of character. Hey, Kat. If it makes any difference to you, I prefer you to not take those traps all head on. And, well, I think your limbs are better off attached where they are right now.
Well, I appreciate it. But I still want to try. If anything, I could probably learn something from them.
Well, here's to hoping. And again, Miles is thinking out loud to himself. I do suppose that Ian might be able to give us a few tricks about that.
He definitely seems like the kind of guy to tinker with those.
He also might be able to help with the Miles casts a glance out the doorway collar problem.
I don't like that one bit. But
Min and Matt here are gonna present to you, Stella, with the weapon they fixed. Not jammed anymore, miss. Here you go.
Oh, thank you for taking good care of her.
Thank you for bringing her to us. It's a beautiful weapon. Make sure nobody damages it again.
I'll do my best.
I have a question. What's this flashing light on mine? He points to the ammo indicator.
Oh, you, my friend, are low on ammo.
What does that mean? And how do I fix it?
It means you're low on the times you can shoot it. Do you not know what ammo is? I mean,
I'm really new.
New to ammo? Have you never played have you never played Call of Duck Trio before?
he grew up very, very sheltered. His parents didn't let him get out much.
Oh no. He was not allowed to play video games? That's awful, isn't it, Matt? Of course it isn't, man.
No, right?
Technically true.
It's the amount of times you can shoot the thing.
So how do I add the ammo?
You need to buy ammo first, of course. We don't have any plasma ammo on ourselves. We don't load our guns. For safety, you know.
And where do you get it from?
Beats me. Right now, it beats me at least. Usually you would get it at the Plasma Association. It's next to the park outside of Mayotta.
Well, I hope... I hope Elric thinks to bring some.
An actual game out of character explanation, you'll find them dropped around the world, and also there's a character that will sell them later.
Okay.
Fun. Oh, while we're on the subject, actually, you guys just going to stay here?
Well, we're working on our weapons all day, but we're doing it for fun, mostly.
I mean, if you want, the others are down at the first and second floors of the tower.
We don't do well in crowds, especially with non-Team Plasma members, if that's alright.
Well, Elric and Kay are down there if you want to go talk to them at some point.
They're down there?
Elric is out on a mission
literally
right now.
dropped both of their names earlier.
No, but they didn't know that they were downstairs. That's the difference.
Right now, only Kay is. Elric is out on a mission.
If Kay's out there, oh, we should say hi. We'll go downstairs.
He's got a few friends around him. You'll know them when you see them.
Of course. Also, I gotta draw more NPCs. No!
I like them, Scott. These two are so adorable.
I gotta
You
draw
can
more
make their icons line up.
NPCs.
You can make their icons line up like the little cheek touch that electric types do.
Yeah.
Like the little cheek squishies.
Yeah, but I gotta draw 2 more icons from the 170 icons I've drawn already.
You're welcome.
For everyone new that just arrived here, I've drawn all of the Pokemon icons here by tablet. Because I'm an insane person.
I don't know how you did all of them.
Oh, I don't know either. I think I fell over my tablet, went into a coma, and then drew them all. That's how it happened.
I mean, to
Cool
be
skills.
fair, you've been doing this over a decent period of time.
Yeah, I have.
Stares at the original cat icon.
Oh yeah. All right. Just so you know, there's things to explore that you can explore here if you want to. Rather, if it's okay with Min or Matt, that's another
Right.
question entirely.
I mean, would we see anything worth investigating while we're here?
Let me. There was a note here, but I need to see if it's applicable for you to read or take.
Well,
That's
Miles
not-
will just give a searching glance around the room to see if there was anything else that needed to be seen.
Oh, mind we ask, what kind of plasma missions are you undergoing right now? You are honorary Team Plasma members, correct?
Well, right now, we are just exploring both this floor as well as the one above, trying to figure out how to deactivate the security system and render the floors a little more habitable. In addition to that, we're also coordinating missions to help try and salvage something out of the mess going on outside.
Yeah, a lot of people in Pokemon got displaced during that initial chaos.
And we're scrounging up food for everyone downstairs and fuel so that we can reach out further into the city. We're doing a lot.
If only it was possible to go to the top floor and deactivate the whole thing. But no such luck, unfortunately.
Actually, since you guys are here, do you guys wouldn't happen to know what's going on with the rest of the tower? Would you?
They both shake their heads.
Darn, worth a shot.
Maybe someone else may know. Oh, that Pokeball maker.
Pokeball maker?
There's a Pokeball maker towards the west of this hotel here. Hotel? Is that right? Is it a hotel? We're not sure. We just came here to work.
On the same floor, or
This floor, yes.
okay.
We passed by him a few times. He was working at some Pokeballs.
You wouldn't have happened to caught his name by any chance, would you?
I think his name is Mac.
Out of character, does that name sound familiar?
Yeah. Yeah, it does. He's a renowned Pokeball maker and apricorn collector, and he's been making Pokeballs for many years already. Ever since the project began. He may have had a hand in making Celeste's Pokeballs, too.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Well, I wonder if he's still here then. Maybe we...
He should be, but we haven't seen him lately. We've just been working.
I would definitely like to see him again.
It was nice of him to make those Pokeballs for you.
Yeah, I still cherish them quite a bit.
Well, you know where we're at. Oh. You didn't answer our question. What kind of mission? Oh, yes, you did. You're deactivating security.
Yes.
We're just trying to make this place safe for everyone downstairs, and also get a few more rooms for people to stay in.
Wow.
There was a lot of kids that got separated from their respective families during this whole mess.
They both hug each other and look concerned ahead of you. No! Are they okay? You know how like people hug each other and be like, oh no, are they okay? While looking at you.
Well, there's a few of them out in the park, but There's a couple who I don't think are gonna see their families anytime soon.
Oh.
I don't think their parents are dead, but
That's sad.
Eh.
Make sure to keep those children safe, okay? Do it for us, for the name of Team Plasma.
we'll do our best.
We'll do our best.
They both go to their table and just flip over a bunch of papers and stuff like that. They go, let's see what else could be here. No, this is useless. Ow! You don't... I wonder if you're interested in TMs, are you?
Ooh, TMs are cool.
TMs are great. Technical machines.
Whoops, I moved the entire board.
Nice, Scott.
They're specifically designed to teach Pokemon new moves. The exact technology evades me, but it basically imprints it into your very muscle memory.
We have been investigating on technical machines for the development of the Breath of Arceus. Here, have 3 discs. We don't know if they have anything or not.
Ooh.
Sounds neat.
You get 3 discs of 3 question marks, I suppose.
Well then.
Who has inventory space?
I can carry one more thing if you want to put them all together.
I just like to imagine someone in the party be like, let me drink this soda. Okay, I have a space now.
Is Luca a key item?
I say yes.
Okay, I have space.
No, Luca is a friend.
But she, for all intents and purposes, she's a key item at the moment.
Okay.
Yes, correct.
You're all key items. You can't change my mind.
Aw.
I can't believe you turned everyone into Klefki.
Miles, that's really freaking soft. God damn it. I thought you were supposed to be the edgelord Batman of the group, not Softy.
Hey, I'm speaking out of character here, all right?
I know.
Oh,
That was
okay.
a joke.
Alright, so either Abra or Stella can carry the discs. Up to you.
Flip a coin.
Heads, I win. Tails, you lose.
Alright.
Joke's on you, I always win.
I rolled tails. I don't know what that means.
Good job.
You need to sign a number. Okay, let's roll tails for
Abra?
Stella because ponytails have tails.
Yeah. And heads because...
Yeah,
Let's do that.
Abra, tail is jerk.
Tail, okay. Stella can take the discs.
Alright, cool. Inventory full.
Okay, Abra, you had to take the next item.
Ponytails have heads? I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. Have you seen me think?
She doesn't have the head for technology. There we go.
Smooth brain. Smooth brain when it comes to tech.
The plus on the minor will be downstairs eventually. Yes. But go ahead.
How much could the normal pouches carry? Was it 3 or 4?
I think it's 3.
It was 3.
Never mind, then I am full, because I took the Pina Colada from
Oh yeah!
Alright, I'll take it.
Alright, answer solved. I guess it was neither tails or heads. It was just reality. Good.
I also don't remember what these gamer chips were. I think they were supposed to be rations.
No,
Oh,
it's
it never got
Azafran's food.
answered.
It's Azafran's food.
It's Azafran's food, yeah. Hold on. You do have gamer chips, do you?
I have 3 packages of them.
Let me read that real quick here.
I was given no details on
okay.
it.
Every gamer chip bag is going to heal you 1 tick of HP. AKA 10%. It's percentile healing. Essentially.
These are not great.
They're gamer chips.
They are
What do you
Azafran's
expect?
chips, yes. But hey, they're triangle shaped. Oh my god, wait, they're diamond shaped. Yes! A diamond is 2 triangles, correct?
I must say it, Scott, you're such a fucking dork.
I need a picture of Stella stuffing her face with gamer chips now.
Taking selfies with her gamer chips.
That
she definitely got legally.
Yes.
Hey Scott, have you been watching Whispers?
Oh, sorry. Oh, it wasn't scrolled down. Like I was like stuck in a scroll and it didn't scroll down for some reason. My bad. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can totally, But hold on, let me whisper you again. That's not your name. There we go. Let me zoom out of it first. I need to check something. Whispering.
Hello there.
I need to do something on my end real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm still whispering, so we can whisper in the meantime. Whisper, discreet whispers. We're being sus. Battle Block Theater secret level music starts playing. Yes.
I love that song.
It's so good.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, welcome back. I'm whispering a thing here. Still. This room has a few empty rooms actually. Like, this room is empty. The bathroom's empty. The bedrooms are empty for both of these guys. Like, empty as in you can hide here, but there's nothing inside to explore.
Right.
So this is the only explorable room on this house at the very least.
I wouldn't want to be rooting through their bedrooms anyway. At least not while they're here.
Our secret bedrooms.
Alright. Well.
And alright. There are a few rooms remaining on this floor. But What we can do is like we can end now. Actually, the
We
session.
can do that.
Yeah.
A bit early, but I don't mind.
Yeah. I can fill with a little something. That's all good.
Yeah,
So
we're gonna have to.
yeah. I was just whispering in. I did have a request for finishing early session, so that's completely fine.
Life.
Everything that life happens sometimes, but it's all good. It means I get more time to prepare the next encounter.
Yes, and I have more time to
mentally prepare to be a Fluttershy for possibly the next session and a half.
Why is there a smiley face in the middle of the logo here?
Why are there a bunch of things on here?
Yes.
It was still a very fun
Potatoes
session.
are cool, but excuse me?
Oh
I
yeah!
can't believe there's graffiti in my amazing title card.
I forgot about them.
Oh my
It's called-
god.
This is why you can't leave us alone, Scott.
I guess this is why.
By the way, it wasn't me. It was literally the Gremlins, Giga, and Yoda.
I started it.
He did.
I'm innocent of all crime.
I'm actually very innocent. I didn't do anything.
What did you call Scott? Giga? I
Give
saw
me a
an
sec.
L. I saw an L instead of a C in that.
I'm going to be loading the fan art right now of the week.
Okay.
Alright.
Holy cow, you guys.
There we go.
I don't have work tomorrow, yay!
Let's see. Oh yeah, there's the Destiny one here.
I just want to say, since I was clapping in chat, thank you all so much for all the love throughout
Yeah.
the stream. I did see we did get a small raid, and we thank you so much.
It's a big raid. 17 people is a lot of people.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Thank
you, Mickey
everyone
the
for
Dragon, for the
watching.
follow. Thank you for the raid, yeah. We're gonna show some fan art now. That people
Giga?
have been so kind to make.
Kika is gonna be even more chaos.
Also, don't go away. This stream is not over yet because I can fill with a little bit more, actually.
Alright.
We're just gonna cut off the VOD for
Yeah.
the session here.
First fan art. Oh, I gotta display the fan art, right?
Yeah. You feel
Yes,
like doing
please.
the potion craft, Scott?
Ooh, maybe. I have other thing that I have on the side there.
Ah.
Alright, first fan art of the day is this one here.
Yes! I was so excited when I saw this.
This one's from Flare Mimimum.
Destiny can go fuck off.
Medium.
Man, screw Destiny.
Sus, 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 sus.
I will always say Destiny can go fuck itself because that is one of my most iconic Celeste lines.
Yeah. When you saved saved Bailey from the test tube.
The Bappy. We love the Bappy.
Apologies to anyone named Destiny.
This is a meme from Flare. When you find out the backstory of the main human cast in Rise of the Guildmasters. No amount of therapy will ever make this moment okay.
I will not confirm or deny if this meme is actually accurate. On my
I
end.
have.
It is 100% accurate.
It is.
No
Yeah.
We have the meme page by 8,000.
Oh, it's time for our meme text.
It begins.
Oh god, I see us. I see.
What is this?
Oh no.
Oh.
Give us a newt.
My god. Why is this happening?
It's because Hallie and Stella and Celeste were the first two to find the ring. This makes
I
a little
see.
too much sense.
Oh.
My fucking god.
The warp ring.
Oh.
Oh yeah, because of now I remember.
Yeah, then we went to the special zone.
Yeah.
Oh
that's
my
bad.
god.
It's 'cause-
Alright.
Oh god.
Alright. Are you girls here with your parents, preferably your rich parents?
We're our own rich parents. Show them, Stella.
Is Stella here to...
There. That should cover it.
Miles Aaron!
No, all of Miles Aaron's money. So
59 cents.
pretty much, Miles was poor when he wasn't living at the Aarons.
You know what, Still? This sure beats taking the bus.
The hell is the
You know what? That's fair.
I need to see the line.
The hell is a buzz?
No, next meme is sad. Oh.
Oh no.
Master, I know we lost our match with Celeste, but I have something to show you. Not now, Gulurk. I need to plan for the rematch. Me, Master.
Aww.
Oh, this is not sad. This is wholesome.
Say what we will about Azafran. Golurk's a precious bean.
Yeah.
Azafran can go fuck himself.
And this is a new one from Milo. Photosynthesize faster, Catherine!
I'm trying!
I fucking love this. Thank you for whoever drew this at mock goddamn speed.
Our dear powered drill.
Oh dear.
Apparently I didn't notice this, but Golurk was going to show him the drawing, but Azafran is not paying attention to the drawing.
Okay, yeah, now I'm sad.
Now I'm sad. Damn.
You're a bitch, Azafran.
What is this message here? Man!
Giga.
Oh my.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Team Skull is slowly taking over.
Thank you, every panda, for the follow. Much appreciate.
Oh.
Mwah.
Oh my fucking